Hey everybody, I'm gonna get the music going. Hold on a second. There we go. Welcome back, everybody, to In the Heart of Rage. We are currently live streaming here from Valgas. We won't be having Lee here tonight. They are currently traveling, so we will miss them. And we are going to introduce everybody by, let's see, bottom to top in the Discord. So go ahead, Zed.
I'm Zedekiah. I go by he, any pronouns, and I play Edelweiss. She goes by she, her pronouns. She is a human fighter and very traumatized.
Sure, yeah. Okay. Volpine Matron, who is currently playing the Dolphin emulator.
Apparently, even though it's not open.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm Volpine. I use she, they. I'm currently playing Greg, the Scaldy rogue who goes by she, her, and has probably never thought about gender in her life.
Probably not. Next up, we have Mordecai's player, Darrow.
I'm playing Mordecai, flinger of pointy things, and man voted most likely to be molested by a demon in high school. He, he, him pronouns for both me and the boy.
And how about your other, your companion?
Oh, and Crow. You know, Crow is important. He's
best boy.
My trusty dragon boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on, the Discord audio thing appears to be broken. Did I fix it? No. So let me troubleshoot that while you go ahead and introduce yourself, Alethana.
I'm Althana. I play Proxia, the friendly ice bard that seems to get herself into more trouble than she's worth most of the time. We're trying to work on that.
Okay. Is that everybody?
Yes.
That's everybody. All right. So
Except
me,
you.
Yeah, me. I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I mean, I am your DM, Zuloth. I'm always here. This is my channel. Motherfucker. Hold on. Drag and drop the links below into OBS and add them as a browser source. No shit. I just get a little fucking confused. Okay, I guess that's just how it's gonna be right now. Hold on, let me just make sure it's working over on the Twitch side. No, it's not. Can they hear us?
There's a question. Let's see.
They should be able to hear us.
Yep, I can hear you through Twitch.
Okay, so it's just, we're permanently locked. You and Zed and I are permanently locked in the speaking position.
Yeah.
From my point of view here, and I don't know why.
OBS crashed.
I don't think so, because it's doing all the other stuff, so... let me just switch back to intermission real quick. Okay, no, that didn't fix it. So it's some kind of thing with the DRI, so... some kind of horseshit there. Anyway. We're gonna hope it fixes itself. And if it doesn't, womp womp.
Womp
womp womp. Who remembers what we were doing last we left off?
We killed a bunch of demons, and we'd found the statue of the angel and the demon with the path between them.
True. Yeah.
Yes.
We finally lost a member in Aleda.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true. Somebody died.
Yeah, morning.
Yeah,
Kinda.
somebody died. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. I think that's all the troubleshooting I'm willing to do right now for this. Yeah, just the visual that's off. Okay. Cool. Well, fuck it. We're gonna just go. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it live.
Y'all have no idea what we're doing.
That's let's see.
That's normal.
We can draw dicks on the screen. And y'all wouldn't see.
Did you draw a dick on my screen somewhere?
No, I can't do that. I don't think. Well, actually,
I don't think
Don't
you
think that's a thing we can do.
I
No.
don't think that's a thing I let you do because
yeah.
a while ago,
I have.
a long time, yes, puppy, a long time ago, somebody broke that trust and it's never been earned back again. So
Oh,
I
well, it
just
looks
want to
like
point out
something.
I have circle controls that I can point on the screen, and I have rectangle controls, and that's all I need.
oh yeah, okay. If you want to do that, you certainly can, but you're gonna ruin it for everybody. That's all I gotta say.
I'll be good. I'll be good.
Ruin it for everybody. All it takes is
No,
one.
no.
One.
Now, Catraxia, on the other hand, may not be so good, but
Oh,
still try her best.
She's allowed to be as bad as she wants. Okay, so I'm going to unpause the game. Well, you remember where we were last time. People died, the battle was over, the demon corpses are burning away into dust, and the scene is now yours. So,
Craig is leaning over Aleda. Well, she's kneeling. Clearly, she has to do that.
mhm.
While
I don't know what I just did.
You drew a square. I'm gonna
I
delete
did
it.
not mean to.
Mordecai is kind of heaving a breath a little bit. He got cut up there. He's okay though. He looks around. Is everyone okay? All hands.
You guys say, yeah, we're good. So Greg, you were leaning over Aleda's body. Ben has just cast Gentle Repose on them. So let me just make sure the spell got spent. You know what this needs? Oh, there's the search bar. Gentle. No? Was it Gentle Repose? What was it? Something.
I don't remember.
Can't recall. Do. Puppy. I know, sweetie. I know. She doesn't like that I'm not paying any attention to her. Does he get the Gentle Repose spell?
I don't know.
I'll have to ask him later what his intention to cast was. So he had just cast a spell over the body of your fallen soldier there. Was there anything you wanted to do, Greg?
I'm just gonna close her eyes and go, I'm sorry I could not protect you. And I am sorry to everyone else that you had to watch her die. But I want it known that while this sucks and it hurts, it is none of your fault. I will hear no blame on any of you. No one could have foreseen this specific thing happening. And we will grieve. And we will honor her by staying strong.
Captain Cravaxia says, "Well said. We have to burn the body. We don't want the enemy to use them. Set to it," she says. And she clambers over this little ridge here and climbs the rock to keep an eye out.
Kind of do that about as gracefully as I think Greg can do. Kind of she's playing kind of a big hulking lizard who really doesn't know a whole lot about the Corinthian ways. But she wants to honor this person that she spent time with as best she can.
Okay. So you set about burning the body as you were ordered.
Yeah, Edelweiss would like to assist if you'd allow.
Yeah, Greg would allow assistance.
Yes.
Do you need me to roll anything?
Nope.
Or...
This is an easy task. So, as you set about burning the body, you would know not to burn it here on the leaves, probably up here somewhere, or a little higher up where there's no leaves on the ground. But once you have done so, they are gone, and they are not but soot and ash. It takes a while, though, so we're going to move the clock forward a bit.
About how long does that take?
About 5 hours.
Not quite long enough to take a long rest while it's happening.
No.
Oh.
You can short rest, though, if you'd like.
Okay. That's probably a good idea.
Yep, you are missing some hit points.
Mordecai, while we're doing that, do you have anything you want to do? Or are you, like, assisting?
Yeah, we would be assisting. We'd be lending a hand.
I believe Ben would, of course, lend a hand too. Do I have all my player characters here? I do, okay. Yeah, there's the others. These two are gonna move off. Okay. Just a logistics note. As this means, as we're at the point where you can no longer reinforce, your squad is down to 4 troops right now.
Hit hard at the worst possible time.
Okay. Mordecai, if you'd like to roll your short rest now too. And anyone who needs to roll a short rest, it's probably a good idea to do so.
Yes.
Alright, my cats are distracting me.
Oh, we changed our sheets.
I returned your sheets back to the default sheet or the legacy sheet, you can you can switch your sheet to the current default, which is the new D&D Beyond one, or the new D&D 5e official one for Foundry. You can do that yourself. I just prefer the legacy sheet.
Oh, no, this is good.
Because the legacy sheet, I know where everything is on it, and I know where to find stuff, so it makes it easier for me to do that. But I think yours, Greg, was the default. Do you want it back to the old one? The one that you had before?
No.
No, you like this? Okay.
No, this is nice, nicely laid out. I don't know where the tabs are anymore, but that's
the tabs are.
Oh, okay, I see them.
Yeah, they're words now. So.
You know what? I don't need a short rest. I'm the only one here at full health, apparently.
No, Ben was also at full health too. So, and so was Edelweiss.
Yeah. Which makes me feel even worse that Ellie is dead.
Were you at full health? Weren't you suffering a debuff from your exhaustion?
Yeah, but short rest doesn't get rid of the exhaustion.
Aha.
Yep, certainly does
When
not.
does this refresh? Oh, nice. I got those back because it's short rest.
Yeah, you got a couple of your resources as a fighter back on a short rest, so. Okay, what would you like to do now?
Gosh, we should probably recollect our arrows.
Yeah.
Okay, you spend some time on the battlefield collecting arrows. Those that were stuck in the bodies of demons have burned away. So you can recover half of your spent arrows back.
Metal burned away?
I mean, you're going to be left with like the little tips, right? But the most of an arrow is feather and wood.
That's true.
So it's not like that.
Edelweiss will still pick up the metal tips.
Yeah.
I think while this is happening, since Mordecai doesn't use arrows, he's gonna go about and inspect these statues.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'll join Mordecai on that task.
I think they're looking at me kind of shifty.
I think Ben's gonna dote over the two teenagers who have decided to be a part of the battle this time.
It's a very Ben thing to do.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what Ben would do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're inspecting this one. And Praxia, you said you were going to as well?
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and move yourself there.
In case there's any lore or any history that I can recall, or anything that I recall as part of this fun.
Up here so it looks better. More accurate to where the burning happened.
Mm-hmm. Your party, your troops are kind of just like sitting about against the rocks here, taking a breather. Very scary situation for them.
Let's see, where's the other one?
Yeah, that Purgator was terrifying to everyone except for Greg, apparently, who refused to be scared.
I mean, I wasn't scared, but I also didn't get anywhere close to it.
To answer your question there, Edelweiss, yes, you would be able to draw something inside of 5 hours.
Now, I'm assuming this square is the best I can do and not one closer to it, because the one closer to it is probably occupied by the statue.
You can actually get closer to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're like leaning on the base of it.
Yeah. So these statues are quite tall, both of them, that you're inspecting right now. This one and this one. They're probably in the neighborhood of like 20 feet or so, which this area is not really foggy at the moment, but it could easily become so. They're both made out of stone, gray natural stone from the area. The carving of this mounted warrior is very worn and weathered. So if there's a check you would like to make, you can put forth a case for a particular check.
Oh, the one I'm standing by, I'd like to see, like, is there any, first of all, like, is there any text or anything like that?
I'll circle back to you. I was talking about Mordecai's statue in particular at the moment.
Okay, sorry.
I don't really have the check for anything else. You think I could use an insight to kind of, maybe I don't know exactly who it is, but to get an idea?
Yeah, you could insight check it. Sort of
Cool.
get the vibes of the statue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good roll.
I fucked the hell out of it.
That one fought to be a 19. Yeah, at least from my perspective, it did.
They just went. Tink.
Yeah. So this seems to have been placed here in an interesting position. With your 21, you are getting the vibe that this was definitely placed after the other two. And you can see how it's oriented towards them. Sort of like a charging knight towards its foes. If that makes sense to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're getting the vibe that this is supposed to be some kind of representation of Krunth's desire to stand up against its enemies. So you get good vibes from this statue. It's just a statue, though, from what you can tell.
No hidden treasure. Damn.
No, unfortunately, it doesn't appear to give you any vibes of hidden treasure, but it does make you feel good about yourself. In the sort of, yeah, we've been doing this exact thing. We've been standing up against our enemies, and we've been doing a pretty good job of it. You're kind of mulling over what happened recently. It does suck that you guys have lost someone, but at the same time, you've clashed with the enemy multiple times, and this is your first casualty, which is really unheard of.
Self-confidence is the real treasure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's how you feel about that statue. Was there any additional check you'd like to make about it?
No, that's all.
Okay. I'd like you to roll an insight check yourself at the moment.
Just an extra insight? Okay.
Yep, extra insight.
Extra insight. Oh, why is it targeting Crow? Quit that, Crow. Not you.
Oh.
And insight.
Okay, with the 13. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Thank you. Moving along. Isn't he supposed to be small size? He is. Okay, gotta fix his token. Oh no, he's already small sized in that square. Okay. Moving along, I believe Praxia, your statue here is of a demonic figure. It appears to be one that is humanish in general shape. There is a pair of wings on it that are membranous, sort of like a bat's. They end in little claw tips. It is carrying a sword of some kind. The make is not Krunthian or anything like that, but it does appear to be made for war. The statue is made from natural stone. It is less weathered than the other one, than the one that's the soldier. However, it is older. So if there's a check you'd like to make about this, feel free to make a case for that particular check.
Okay. First question, does it look like any of the demons that we've dealt with?
No.
And then do I get any particular feeling about the statue?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
And what specifically kinds of feelings are you looking for?
Like, well, it's a demon, so does it feel like, is there any sort of malevolence about it, or does it feel just kind of like a statue? Does it feel like, oh, just like it appears to be?
Sure. Yeah. Is this
So
mundane,
when
or is this like a vessel, or if it's got some kind
yeah,
of malevolent influence? Yeah. Go ahead and roll that
yeah,
insight.
if I remember right, skill checks I'm also stuck at disadvantage on, right?
Yep, because you're at exhaustion level 3.
Yeah, I knew his attack rolls and saving throws, but I forgot if that included skill checks.
Yep.
So 23.
23. That's really good. So, you are getting a very minor malevolent sort of vibe from it. Not in any sort of there's a presence here, but in a sort of I shouldn't be here. This is a bad place to be. This is not a good place to be.
Now, is there any text or anything on it or anything like that, or
No. No text on the base or any other parts of it.
okay? And it's just a demon that I don't know, and it's the stone isn't otherwise. There's no other adornments like decorations or anything. It's
No.
just okay. So then
Was there an additional check that you wanted to make? Because you do have an appropriate skill that you haven't tested.
Okay, skill I haven't tested. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I was thinking about doing the same comparison on the other side. It feels kind of funny. You said, can I make a Arcana check to see if it's at all, if the kind of feeling that's giving me is at all like magical in nature?
You would passively be able to feel a magical sort of vibe off of things. Remember that magic you can feel it if you're a spellcaster. You do have like a passive sense towards it, and you're pretty close to this thing. If it was magical, you'd be able to feel that it was. You're not getting that feeling. Arcana's not the appropriate check to make here.
Okay.
Religion would be the appropriate check to make here.
Okay. Religion, and then I will probably end up with history or something of the sort to figure out if this type of demon matches anything that I've heard about before. But let's do the religion first.
Natural 1. So, unfortunately, you're unable to classify this demon.
Okay, well, let's see if history helps me then.
You are unable to classify this demon.
Okay, so history-wise, I don't know. It doesn't sound like anything I've heard of in terms of history or any of the reports from First Expeditionary or anything like that.
Nope.
Okay, so this is... Okay, so let's do the comparison job with the statue on the other side.
Sure, yeah.
And then let's make the same insight check here, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll do the same thing to this one. Which, that was going to suck, close to essentially suck no matter which die it took.
Well, let's see, 13. Yeah, you're not really getting much of a vibe off this one.
Okay.
It's odd that it's here, too. It's just... Yeah, that's the only thing you're really getting, is that this is just odd for an angel statue and a demon statue to be pretty close to each other. And this is made from the same material as the other ones. It's just as old, apparently, from what you can tell, as the demon one, and it's about as weathered as the demon one.
And this pretty much matches what the story mentioned, right?
Yeah. The only thing that the story left out was that soldier, which might be a newer edition. By newer, I mean maybe like a couple centuries old, because it is very weathered.
Can I at all place the angel as any particular sort of angel?
Not with a 16, no. You don't know what sort of group it applies to, or it's a part of. There's... The thing with the light gods is unless you're within their religious sect, they are very tight-lipped about themselves, whereas the dark gods proselytize a lot, and they spread knowledge of themselves a lot. So, you don't know really anything about demons that fall under the banner of like Inazumiel, for example, or Axanael, for example. You don't know anything about them or what they could. And I said demons, I mean angels. They're basically the same thing. They're the same exact kind of thing. They just have a different alignment. So they fall under like different political parties here. So
Essentially, yes.
yeah, so they don't have you don't know much about them. You would just know that um, there are 12 of them, and they have different like areas that they fall under, supposedly. So
Okay. And they're one side is just better at running PR than the other side.
yeah, that's basically the theme that you've found with the light gods is light gods have a much better PR team than the dark gods. Pretty sure the dark gods don't give a shit about their PR team, so
Yeah.
they're locked in
Now,
the basement somewhere.
Yeah. Now, having seen the two statues and etc. that were mentioned in the tale,
Mhm.
then can I do history to see if then there's any other connections that could be made to anything else that I might know about?
Well, you remember from the tale that there's supposed to be an entrance to some kind of underground palace around here somewhere.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
And these statues are more or less like in a guardian kind of position. But you're not getting any magical vibes off of these, so they don't seem to be constructs here to wait and defend such a place. So, that
When
seems odd.
when I'm closer to the angel statue, does that feeling of this is a bad place to be, I shouldn't be here, does it go away?
No.
Okay, so it just kind of permeates the whole area.
Yeah, once you've walked up to one of these two statues, you kind of just are unable to shake that feeling.
Okay, but I didn't feel it when I wasn't between them. I only felt it when I approached them.
Yeah.
I call over to our good friend Mordecai. It's like,
Hello.
yeah, well, you had some information that these statues existed and etc. So, what's your take on them?
I think that these were put here to commemorate our unceasing will to defy our enemies as Corinthians.
Well, the soldier maybe, but then what about this demon and an angel both? I mean, you wouldn't think both would be enemies, right?
Despite heaven and hell.
But it looks like the soldier maybe was put here afterwards, right? It wasn't necessarily look like it was here the same time frame as these two.
That's true. I wonder what the meaning of those could be.
Does your friend happen to know anything about them?
Are you guys having a close
I'm-
conversation? Or are you shouting this across the way?
Yeah.
Well, I tried to get him to come over, so I'm assuming that he was going to wander over here.
Yeah, I'll wander on over, I suppose, with Crow in tow.
Yeah, I mean that was the intention, at least.
Yeah. I'm here.
And I mean, if Mordecai wants to have it across from one side of the hillside to the other, I mean, we can, but I'd prefer not to.
Here we go.
And Eddie, what are you doing while they're walking around, while they're doing their conversation? I wanna know what you're up to. Are you muted? You're muted.
I forgot to unmute. I was doing a second ago. I was coughing.
Oh, okay.
I did mean to draw something during the 5 hours earlier. Aaliyah? I was doing a drawing of her.
Aleda.
Well, yeah, Leda.
Yep.
I keep calling her Aaliyah because that's someone I knew in high school.
I see. Yeah, you can make a dexterity check if you'd like. You're not proficient in art or anything like that, as far as I can see, but you are a smith and you have done sketches of equipment, so that you know what you're doing when you build something. So you've got those skills. So it might be like a little rough. The equipment will look better than like the human parts of her, but yeah, absolutely. So if you'd like to make a dexterity check, you can. If you want to see how good you are at it, but if absolutely, you can do that without a check. With 5 hours to do it, it's plenty of time to do something decent.
Yeah, I think that's deck. Okay, normal.
3.
I did horrible.
It's 5. Yeah, so like the equipment, her bow, her armor looks good.
I'm horrible at faces.
Yeah, but the face is just like sort of like a everyman's kind of face. Sort of, it's just kind of there. So
she wants to crumple it, but she does save it for later.
I was figuring it would end up turning out.
Better.
I figured it would end up turning out looking kind of like a stick figure with a well-drawn bow and such.
I can try that again, maybe. But she is going to now, while things are going on, just approach Cypher Shy and says, like, you were very good with that attack earlier. That went right past me. It was terrifying.
I am so sorry. In the heat of the moment, I was only thinking about destroying them.
No, don't be sorry. That was amazing.
It's one of my better spells, but I only have so much energy that I can devote towards it. So I'm not quite low, but I'm getting there. So, hi, Delicate. You're a good baby.
And she does mention to the Shogun in Ansai. This is like very powerful, isn't she?
He nods and sort of like is taken a little bit aback at your skill with speaking. He has forgotten since that you can speak Ansai, it seems. And he
also very well Ansai. It's not like barely understanding it.
He replies, "Your Ansai is very good. Yes, she is a powerful spellcaster, it seems. Not something that I was very aware of at all. So this is interesting."
You're a little bit younger than my sister, so...
Okay.
She's who I know Ansai from.
Oh, she must be one of my people who is a refugee.
Yes. Well, I was an orphan, so...
I see. He looks like his face tightens up at that.
Well, it's not bad. I didn't know my original parents. I don't think they wanted me. It was just... I met her there, and... more or less I knew her mother before she passed. She's who helped me learn how to write it.
He looks puzzled. He doesn't seem to know why you're telling him this.
I just talk too much. I can help you learn a bit better of Cruinth, at least speaking it, if you would like the teachings.
He waves his hand at that and interrupts you and says, "My Kruik is fine for getting by day to day."
Yes, but perhaps you'd like to be able to speak it better to impress someone with your words.
He narrows his eyes at you and walks away.
I made him embarrassed.
Yes, she did.
She's just basically checking out the statue now.
Sure. Okay, let's go back to this conversation that's happening over here.
And while I'm chatting with Mordecai, I'm just happily enjoying picking at my loot, of course. Wondering if it's going to react to either one of the two statues.
It doesn't seem to while you're picking at it.
Oh, okay. I kind of think in its general direction. Hey, if there is anything there, you could always detune one of the strings again. And then I continue inquiring of Mordecai if his friend happens to know anything about either of these two statues.
I look at her. I squint my eyes and say, I'm quite sure I have no idea what you mean.
You go to look at her and she's not there.
Oh, no. I mean, I was looking at.
Oh, you mean Praxia.
Praxia, yeah.
I thought you meant Catraxia. No, never mind. Yeah, but your eyes kind of do wander a second to see if she's there, and she's not. You don't feel her sort of in your immediate vicinity. She's definitely not like a fully manifested hallucination right now.
Which kind of panics me for a moment. Mordecai is relieved and panicked at the same time. He's not thrilled about her company, but at the same time, she's been so constant at his side lately. It feels strange for her to be gone. So I'm gonna kind of take a little panicked look around and see if I could spot anything or even feel her presence.
You don't really see her. You do kind of still feel that she's there somewhere, but she's not currently present.
And similarly, I can make a friendly perception check to see if I notice Mordecai doing that.
He's obviously doing that. You don't need to make a roll.
Okay. Yeah. So something bothering you? Something worrying you?
It's nothing. It's nothing at all.
I ask you if your friend knows anything about it. You start furtively glancing around. That doesn't seem like nothing to me.
I don't know which friend you mean. I could ask Crow, but I'm fairly sure he's no student of history. Or at least not this kind of history.
Of course not. I'm referring to your friend in the book.
Dang it. I put my finger to my lips. We don't talk about it. Doesn't exist as far as you're concerned.
Oh, it might be nice if it did. We might know something about this.
Well, if it did, I might ask, but since it doesn't, I won't.
Ah, so you finally disposed of her somewhere.
I don't even know if I need to do a deception for that right now because I don't know where she is. Yeah.
I'm sure you didn't leave your book somewhere where like these demons that are following us could find it and use it, did you?
I assume I still have the pouch at my belt.
Yeah, you still have the pouch, and it does feel like it's the right weight.
I subconsciously move my hand to stroke the pouch a little bit.
It's absolutely there still.
Yeah.
I kind of rolled my eyes.
Not.
I kind of roll my eyes at your attempted deception and go, "Oh, it's still there."
For what it's worth, I don't actually know where she is. She's not here. But we don't bring it up. Just pretend she doesn't exist.
Good luck with that.
If I pretend that she doesn't exist, maybe she won't. She's all in my head after all. right? That makes logical sense. I just pretend everything is fine.
Where did the Shogun go? Oh, he's up there. I just now noticed him. Okay.
Oh. Okay, well, then, you're not know you don't. Then these just seem like just typical statues, then, right?
Hmm. A little bit artistic, I'd say, but I don't notice anything special about them.
Does being near them make you feel any different?
I assume I feel normal. Is that right?
You're getting the heebie-jeebies off them just a little bit, but you're not super close to them right now. So it's you're probably feeling like, oh, that's a little. I feel a little weird, but not like scared
I'm
about something.
I'm gonna just kind of I'll slide down the hill here, crow at my side, and walk on a little bit closer to it. See if I feel anything when I reach out a hand and touch the base of its foot.
Okay, you touch it. You definitely get that feeling like you guys shouldn't be here.
I something's wrong. Something is definitely wrong.
Why don't we walk over to the other one and see if you feel the same, or if it feels any different?
Why don't we move on? We don't need to check the other one. I'd imagine that if one feels this way, the others
No.
do too.
Well, I mean, we need to check the other one because we need to have some idea what we may be walking into. Come on.
You could check it. I'm gonna let the captain know.
Meanwhile, I bring my loot back with me over here and see if it, since I didn't try it earlier over here, to see if it has any reaction to this one.
It does not react to you plucking at it.
Oh, okay. Okay, no problem.
Make an insight check, please.
Oh.
Me?
Yeah, you. With a 16, I'm going to tell you that you definitely feel like you're going about this wrong with the loot.
I'm going about it wrong. Okay.
I mean, whatever you're doing is not working for a reason. So you might need to consult somebody that knows more about magic and possessed items than yourself.
Okay. Okay, so the only person that I know that knows something about that is this fellow that I just talked to just a moment ago. So, okay, so having investigated the both of them, let's see. This is our good friend Kervoxy over here, right?
She says as you like break through the ranks, you're like, "Don't do that. Go stand on the on the ring somewhere. Go pick a spot."
Phryxia?
Yeah.
Phryxia?
No, Corvaxia says that to Praxia, who just like waltzes through the troops.
Okay. Is this a better spot?
She backs up, says, "Now it is."
Okay. So, said Mordecai checked out the statue of the soldier, as far as I know. I checked out both the other two statues, had him check out the angel statue as well. They both seem like there's something wrong. Can't quite put my finger on it. Does something like some feeling like we shouldn't be here.
Obviously.
There's something wrong about this place.
She says, "Obviously. We were led here by legends and demons. Obviously, there's something wrong with this place." And she says, "Mordecai, do you have anything to report contrary to that?"
No, I'd report more of the same, which is why it's up to your judgment, but I would greatly advise that we do not linger.
We don't really have any choice about where we're going next. Try to find an entrance.
Yeah, that's about to be my question. Should we look for the entrance the legend spoke of?
Why are we having this conversation, Praxia? I just ordered you to go find that entrance.
Mhm. I'm gonna
I was
come
just making
and
sure
speak
that
with
was
my
the.
squad.
We're just making sure that was that was the entrance you were referring to.
Yes.
Last thing I want to do is get in more trouble for not
Yes, too much.
not verifying these things.
Edelweiss is literally taking you away.
Okay, so according to the story, it should be according to the legend, it should be over here somewhere. And so we're between the two statues, and
While you're going about
do I?
that, I do want to remark to Ed. I moved you with Cypher Shy and Ben because I assumed that you were kind of traveling with them to each statue.
Yes.
So, okay,
But
so
also, I just moved over as soon as Captain started yelling.
that makes sense. I just wanted to make sure that you were okay with me moving you with them because I felt like
Yes.
that was your intent, and you
Yes.
can't group them together, but I can. So
Yeah.
um,
I was going to ask, can I notice anything off with like my refugee scavenger kind of stuff?
You can go ahead and roll the background check that you're given for that. Let me just double check what that is here. I think it's survival. Let's see. You get do.
There's feed.
Let's see. You lost everything. You've migrated across untamed lands where you become practiced at making such a life off of such areas. Okay, so this is a thing where you can make a check on. Feature is scavenger. Okay, so we're looking for the scavenger feature. So that gives us once per day you may use this feature to make a nature or survival check to acquire enough food drink to meet the needs of up to 7 creatures. You always have advantage on this check. In addition, you may use this feature to rummage through ruins or other abandoned spaces for valuables. So you can do one or the other of those two things that's listed on the feature.
Yeah, I was going to do the searching for valuables because an entrance is sure fucking valuable right now.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead. You can make that nature survival check. I know obviously it's right here visually, but it's obscured by rocks.
What kind of check do I need to make to see if I see it?
And that would also be a nature check.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I didn't either until I moved over here. I just saw this thing.
Yeah, that's like a broken like thermal or like incense carrier type thing. Oh yeah, so Ed, you go over to you look around and immediately you look at a pile of rocks right here and you're like, oh, obviously it's right there. No other rocks in this area are piled like that. That's not a naturally occurring situation. There is a boulder covering the entrance, so you will have to make a strength check to remove it. And
I'm good at that.
The captain's kind of talking to everybody over here, so kind of.
Do I want to do that without the captain? Do I just tell him it's like, well, it's right here?
Well, she did tell us to find it.
Yeah, I voiced it out to at least Praxia. I keep trying to say Cartraxia now.
Well, she told us to find the entrance, so this looks like it could be an entrance. And unless we move the boulder, we won't know for sure if it is, right?
I think that the less concerns we give the captain, the better.
I think I'm still at disadvantage on this. I should have made that other thing at normal, probably. Oh, hey! I still wouldn't have done much better either way.
Yeah, you're too tired to move this. So I mean, it's a boulder. It's like 5,000 pounds. So you're gonna need leverage and assistance.
Greg will help.
Okay. That's assistance.
What's
So-
this thing?
That's like a incense carrier. It's called a thurimbal.
Oh, that's cute.
It's
Yeah.
broken.
Greg like wandered over to the statue and then saw like kind of shiny thing. And was like, "Oh, what the hell is that?"
Yeah, it doesn't register in your mind what it's for. It just looks like a gold vessel that has a lot of holes in it. A lot of the holes seem to be there on purpose, but some of them don't. Like it's been damaged.
I am gonna reach into my pack and pull out my rope, 50 feet of it, and say, "Let's try and tie this around the boulder. Give us something to pull from."
Okay. So you guys get leverage and assistance. So somebody can roll at advantage if you'd like.
I'll let someone who's got strength do that because I don't.
Rolling at advantage out of ice will neutralize your disadvantage for this check.
Well, I can try.
Does anyone have a better strength than 0?
Edelweiss, Edelweiss would be the person with the best strength among the 4 of you.
I have a +1.
I
I'll do
do.
it, I guess.
I lost my net.
I have a +1, but I have a
Sorry.
+1, but it would just cancel out my disadvantage.
Why?
I'm rested up. Go
You
ahead.
guys are too tired and or weak to accomplish this task. So Ben and Cyphershai are talking about like magical means of taking care of this.
There is that disc.
Everyone was probably like looking at it like Greg because she's big, kind of bigger and a Scaldy, so like everyone assumes she's strong. It's
I give it a try.
That was
Because everybody else has tried.
no, your assistance was roped in with the rope with everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't swap spots and then give it a try. Okay.
No, this is like the 4 of you have tried muscle and it didn't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear Ben and Cyphershai discussing, what if we both casted a spike growth underneath it? Do you think we could cause it to shift enough to roll and maybe get a little bit more purchase?
He says in his accent, "I'm thinking. Hold on."
It's pretty good, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm thinking. Hold on.
I mean, I could try shatter. I mean, I only have one more spell of that sort left, but I could give it that would be a possibility.
Cunning artisan again.
Cyphershai says, "I could teleport to the other side of the rock if we're entirely sure that there's nothing on the other side of that rock."
I'm not sure that's the best idea.
Oh, wait, hold on. No, it's probably too heavy, isn't it? The rock. It's probably... How heavy do you think that is? She says.
Oh, it's gotta be...
A couple tons, right?
Yeah, probably.
At least a horse.
At least a horse. I can't levitate a horse. It's too heavy. All right.
I have an idea.
Okay.
How does this statue look right here? Like, can you describe like the base and how thick the base is?
Square base, moderately thick. It's about 10 feet in diameter, maybe a little more. But the statue is roughly 20 feet tall, so it is definitely taller than it is wide. On the bottom.
What if we tie this rope to that statue and hack at the legs till it falls forward? That statue's got to be heavy enough to pull the boulder, right?
Ben pipes up and says, or we could, good idea, we could leverage everybody, tie a second rope to the head of it, tie one rope to the boulder, pull it, I'm not going to do the accent right now, pull it down from the other direction so that it falls, thus yanking the boulder free. So he's suggesting a 2-rope solution to the problem. One that goes from here to the statue, and then one from the statue to like the group over here, pulling it and then causing it to fall down here.
Do
Oh,
have
Ben,
more
I
rope.
never took you for an engineer.
It's just simple physics, Mordecai.
Wait, where did you study physics?
It's not physics, it's just physics. It's just levers and ropes and shit. Come on, man.
It's a tree falling in the woods.
Yeah, he's fairly intelligent. He's got an intelligence of plus 2 of 14. So that's, you know, I feel like that's natural to think of right there.
I have a -1 intelligence. Hey-oh, let's go.
All right, so if that naturally occurred to you, it probably occurred to Ben to build off that. At the very least.
That's fair.
Unfortunately,
Every time you
there's just
remind-
no like trees, which would be easier to knock over
Yeah,
over here.
yeah, the trees are all the way down there. You'd have to like do a 3-rope solution to do the fix the problem. But the weight of this statue, Ben says, is probably heavier than that boulder, so we're gonna get more oomph out of it. Sci-Fi says, I could, no, I don't have anything for this. She says, never mind. Ben says, I could, to make it easier, cast a spell I have that'll excavate some of the dirt around the base of the statue so that we can flip it easier. Will take a few minutes, though.
Let's try the rope idea. How many ropes do we all have? Does anyone have more ropes? We'll probably need at least 2 more for that extra long side of this.
Absolutely.
So you need at least 2 ropes to do this plan.
Yeah.
And we probably have plenty of rope between us, and if nothing else, in the baggage train, right? And then Luther stuff or whatever we put on the disc.
I mean, if all else fails, we can ask Captain Corvexia to just headbutt the rock and break it that way.
Oh, I have a few pittons actually, which I think are like the tappy spikes to put in for like a tent.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's exactly what that is.
For mountain climbing too, yeah.
Which we could also possibly use. I don't think Greg's smart enough to realize that, but
so doing the math, it's only 44 feet from the boulder to the headed statue. So you can do it with 1 rope, and then out to another 44 feet with the other rope would be, more than enough leverage.
Mm-hmm. If you had enough pythons, you could split the boulder, but I doubt we have enough pythons or enough time for that. So it's a good thought, though.
So you guys get all that together. And with all that leverage, I'm gonna just say that you guys do this plan, unless you guys want to do something else.
That's fair. I'm down.
Okay. So I only need 1 volunteer to climb the statue to secure the rope.
I mean,
I'll do it.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm making everything a disadvantage.
And it's like, I'll do it. I'll do it. And she's super tired.
Acrobatics or athletics?
So acrobatics is more for like jumping across a narrow, like balance beam sort of bridge, or like moving from narrow thing to narrow thing, or that sort of thing. Climbing stuff is athletics. Climbing stuff like vertical climbs is always athletics, and this is a vertical climb. This is not a very high vertical climb, and you've got plenty of handholds because it's a statue. It's not a very difficult check, but it is athletics check.
Turns out I'm not great at athletics.
You get about halfway up, and then your mass from being a Scaldi kind of starts working against you, and you slip down it. You luckily don't hurt yourself.
Does anyone here have the ability to kind of make like a noose or something and like lasso the statue?
That would be a sleight of hand check.
I mean, we still have to do that twice if we do it, because we have to tie 2 ropes.
Well, if you tie one, then it might be easier to climb.
I look at everyone and say I might just be able to climb up there if you need. I'm a little bit better at this than a lot of folks, I would think.
Because otherwise we kind of look like a bunch of bumbling idiots at the moment.
The Shogun comes up and says, "What are you all doing?"
We're
Being
planning
a
to
bug.
tie something up here so that we can make it fall over and pull off the rock.
He looks at it and then starts to climb it. 14.
Edelweiss is ready to catch him if he falls.
He gets up there. Okay, rope. He gestures to the rope.
Toss.
Toss, catch. Tie, sleight of hand. 15.
Great.
Okay.
Perfect.
He jumps down. Dex save.
The problem with him jumping down is we only tossed him 1 rope.
No!
He slams into the his foot gets stuck on one of the horns, and he goes, "Oh!" and he slams into the ground.
I mean, I did say I was gonna try to catch him, but he jumps on the opposite side. I
Right.
to catch him on.
He takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage as he hits the mud.
I'm gonna walk over to him and offer a hand. Boy, you sure prevented us from looking like a bunch of bumbling idiots.
He takes your hand and he wipes the mud off, and he goes, "More progress than you made." And he, points at you. Okay, job done. Yes.
That'll do for now.
Part 1 of job done. Now we just got to use that to move the rock.
Yes. I will call over my group and.
We all heard that yawn, by the way.
I'm sorry.
No, we gotta go over.
I've been up
here
since
to do it.
early this morning.
Okay, me too.
At least it's not
I'll call over my group and say, everyone, grab hold of this rope and get ready to pull.
Okay, so with everybody's help, this will be easy enough that you'll dislodge the boulder and you'll cause the statue to fall and crumble in this gap here.
Mm-hmm.
And the entrance will be made visible.
Is there anything interesting about the interior of the statue, like where the statue crumbles?
It just looks like stone, broken stone.
Okay.
Do you mean in here or like under where it was?
I'm talking about like the broken statue itself that landed here. I can paint. There we go.
Yeah. I was asking Alphana because like.
Yep. I was trying to peek. Yeah, given that we knocked the statue over, the statue felt a little bit odd before. Was there anything like on the interior of the statue that was different than the exterior?
Nope.
I just want to know, was there anything under it?
No, it doesn't appear to be. It just appears to be dirt and ground. Do you want to make a investigation check?
You know what? Yes, for no reason at all.
Okay.
Yes, it is. Okay, I actually have some skill on this.
Hey,
Hey,
good one.
you play in the hard-packed dirt for a while, and it's more dirt under there. And then some stone and bedrock and, like, mountain rock.
Now that the statue is knocked over and broken, etc., does it still feel wrong, like we shouldn't be here? Do we still get the kind of that feeling?
Yeah.
Does that feeling change any as you get closer to the entrance that we just uncovered?
No, it doesn't seem to.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at my crew and say, we need to go ahead and explore this entryway. Jaffa, would you like to take point?
No.
So, uh,
That was
hey,
a
wait,
rhetorical question.
Mordecai,
Hmm.
should we get the captain to over here and let her know that we found the entrance and etc. before we just go exploring inside?
Wouldn't hurt to have someone at least see what's in there. We'll let her know, of course.
At least she's coming in.
Garrett, why don't you make sure Jaffa comes back out all right?
As she's coming over here, because clearly that commotion would have attracted her attention.
Yeah, somebody's paying attention.
Yeah,
Garrett just
the
like
statue
side
going-
eyes you as he goes in.
Yeah, I mean the statue falling over with the 20-something foot statue falling over and crashing into pieces. Yeah, you wouldn't hear that for like miles, would you?
Probably, yes.
Probably echoes since we're like up on top of the mountain here, and
Yeah. It's definitely not quiet. I don't know why you would think it would be.
I take it.
Uh,
Oh, I timed that perfectly.
All right. So, anyone else want to go down into the dark place before Mordecai sends more of his men?
Yeah, sure. I'll go down and protect them. I have a high DC. High AC.
Okay.
Cannot,
I'm gonna.
unfortunately, physically move myself in there. I don't think.
Sorry, my wife distracted me because she sent me a message. Did the captain say anything?
No, she just came over and just kind of just started watching what was going on here.
I'll walk over and inform her of our progress.
She says, "I see. I see."
Right then. I'll go make sure my troops are safe, and I'll wander on in. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Can I pocket the incense burner?
Yeah, it's
No, I don't
pretty.
think-
It's pretty heavy. It's like 5 pounds of gold.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
I'm definitely pocketing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
what-
add a
well-
gold incense burner to your inventory.
Yeah. And while this is going on, given that we made such a commotion, I'm trying to keep an eye out, like scanning around the horizon to make sure that we didn't attract any attention.
Sure. Yeah. Make perception check.
So what I'm hearing is this is not like one of the big incense burners at a temple like I thought it was.
It's bit. It's like. I mean, gold is not very heavy to begin with. It's not very dense. It's very malleable, so you can make a large golden object out of very little gold. So it doesn't weigh a lot. It's very flimsy in that sort of way. Yeah, you don't see anybody coming. It's a lot of forest and alpine sort of forest lower down the mountain. And there's definitely a ceiling of
Oh no.
there's definitely like a floor of fog below it, below where you guys are.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure that I'm at the end and not Praxia, if that's what's happening.
Sure. Yeah.
So I literally grab the cat by the shoulders and shove her ahead of me.
Okay. The cat doesn't resist. The cat goes in next.
Okay. Yep. If we're all going in, then we go in.
All right. So you all have descended into the depths.
I have latent knowledge of what I see.
I will tell you. So
Yeah.
the area that you're entering, it's stairs, roughly hewn rock going down a tunnel that kind of weaves and turns a bit, and then as you guys get further in, Jaffa at the front gestures to Metwick or Garrett, who's right behind him. Garrett lights a torch. The torch sheds some light in all directions, and you see that where Jaffa and Garrett are, there is empty void around them. They have entered a cavern sort of area that the stairs lead down into, they're still roughly hewn, and they still meander in a sort of aimless kind of path, but ever downwards. Eventually, these stairs stop being so roughly hewn and then become well carved and broader, about 20 feet across, and the stone is sort of translucent kind of green stone, and they are very sharply descending and extremely steep, and they would be quite slick if they were wet. So they continue down, and they help people maneuver to the point where it becomes sort of apparent that there's going to be like no level area for you all to rest in, no area for you all to gather in, and no area for you all to sort of take a moment and confer with each other without sort of sitting on the steps and passing notes up and down the line.
Does this kind of fit with what I learned from the tale that this stairway and etc. kind of jives with the lore, right?
No, the stairway is not in the lore.
Okay, didn't mention the stairway. Okay.
No, didn't mention the stairway.
And does the translucent-y looking green stone look at all strange?
Yeah, it doesn't look natural. You can tell that right off the bat.
Okay, do I have any idea what it might be?
How would you know what it might be?
Maybe history-wise, like, hey, sort of place has been described with this kind of stone, or
Sure, yeah, go ahead and make a history check.
Or maybe a nature check to say, hey, what is this stuff?
Yeah, sure, nature check. You can do either of those.
Oh,
A 1 and a 20. Yep, that's complete opposite sides of that.
I know.
So no, you have no idea you've never heard of anything described this way. And you also have no idea what this stone is.
Okay, then nature-wise doesn't do it either, huh?
Nope.
Okay.
Before all of that, I was gonna check for traps, but
no, there were no traps in that area. If you'd like to be scouting a section and looking for traps, you do have to say that in advance so I know. And that's, you can use the put the hand up kind of thing to help me know that you're trying to do that kind of thing. That's under your regular token controls menu. It's right above the X, or it should be above the X. But yeah, you guys didn't run into any traps. It's a stairway with an endless appearing void around on all sides of it. It seems to be holding your weight fine.
Now, is this the kind of ambient feeling? Is it the same kind of feeling we had up on the surface?
Yep.
In terms of there's something wrong here, or is it different? Has that increased, or?
Yep, it seems the same. It just feels like you shouldn't be here.
Are there any sounds other than like the sounds we're making?
Oh, it sounds just... The only sounds you hear are the ones that you're making immediately. There isn't even an echo.
Okay, that seems odd.
Yeah.
$120 plus feet of void. Why are you specifically asking that, Zed?
Because I have 120 feet of dark vision.
Yeah, 120 plus feet of void. There's just emptiness out there, as far as you can see.
That is creepy.
Yeah. So, just changing the music up for you to be a little bit more appropriate. The space, as you continue to go down these stairs, it takes a while. Jaffa is the first one to say something because you were underground. It was about 50 degrees. It was a stark difference from when you left the summery airs of Krunth to enter the underground. It was about so it went down to about 50 degrees, which is normal. Jaffa reports up the line and says, "It's just gotten hot. Really hot."
I mean, you can always wear lighter clothing if it really is.
Not what I mean, sir. Come down here and feel this.
I nod and slip past everyone else in front of me and stand beside Jaffa.
Easy enough to do. You have enough berth, 20 feet on either direction, 20 feet of stairs wide, plenty of room to get maneuver around people. And you do, as soon as your feet get into the sort of area where he is, definitely feels not just warm, but hot.
This is odd. It's blistering here. Like, does it feel like I'm about to burn up, or?
It definitely feels like it's gonna be taxing.
I've had summer days that weren't this bad.
He then says to you, "Do you smell that?"
Oh, Jaffa.
No, not what I mean. That wasn't me. And Garrett says, "It wasn't him. His are loud. He's not a silent but deadly kind of guy. His are loud. I smell it too."
What does it smell like?
Rotten eggs.
Sulfur, and I assume brimstone. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a? Can I hear them from where I'm at in the line?
Yeah. I would assume the party is pretty bunched up at the moment because it's very spooky.
Yeah.
So.
And if I recall correctly, there was the story told of a kind of like a river of flame that this pathway led to, right?
Yep.
So I remind our friends that we were kind of expecting possibly something of this sort, at least according to the tale.
They nod and
That could mean that we're getting close to the bottom.
A little
Can we
bit
see
more
it?
loudly.
Can we see any light from here from like where there would be like this fire?
no, you don't see any light right now. Zed, where's your 120 feet of dark vision coming from? Because I don't see it.
Stone rune.
Stone rune? Okay.
Yes.
Stone rune. I believe you. I just gotta see it. Okay, so do you have to activate that, or is that normal?
It's passive.
Passive. Okay. That wasn't on your character sheet, so I gotta fix it.
Yeah.
And so as do you continue to descend as a group?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
That's the plan.
I assume at some point we're gonna have to start walking downwards.
Okay. Who are you going to take with you to explore the next area?
I'm with Kitty.
I mean, if you're going to take any NPCs with you.
Oh.
I vote for Kravaxia, of course.
I mean, same.
I mean, at this point, Cypher Shy and the Shogun are kind of in for a penny, in for a pound with us, right? So, do we want to bring
Yeah.
them? Somehow, I think they'd both be extremely unhappy if we tried not to.
Yeah, and one way or another, they're safest and nearest to us, I imagine. Yeah. If we need other NPCs, I don't know if we've actually talked about this. Would it be possible for one of us to retreat momentarily and call in the cavalry, perhaps?
I mean, you'll find out, right?
Yeah, that's true. So I think I'll leave my boys back, and I'll investigate with the crew and Corvaxia and the kiddos.
Sure. Okay. Who wants to take the lead?
I think Greg was already in front because she originally went in with Jaffa, and
Okay. So you
I
will
don't
be
remember the
you
other
will be
name offhand.
Garrett. Who will be behind? I believe Mordecai was behind Greg, and then it was the rest of the group. So it'll be Cypher Shy and the Shogun and Corvaxia. Crow will be here. I'm gonna put Crow here. I'm gonna put these. Well, I'm gonna put Ed there, I think. Okay. I'm gonna activate.
I'm probably in
said
the
the-
same vicinity as Ed, so.
Yeah, it's staying the back back protection.
Now, as you enter this space, I need all of you to check what kind of armor you're wearing.
None.
Khakis.
Okay.
I
and
did have one question.
I have an answer.
You said earlier you said Jaffa say it went from being very cold to very hot, like kind of quickly.
Chilly to hot, yeah.
Greg is cold-blooded. How badly is that affecting her? 'Cause she can't regulate her temperature.
Scaldi are not cold-blooded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you're fine in that regard. Just need to know if any of you are wearing medium or heavy armor.
I have studded leather, so
That's light.
yep.
I know
but
chainmail is either medium or heavy.
Chainmail is heavy.
I have all the fur to go with the leather armor, though.
Does anybody have resistance or immunity to fire?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so it looks like mostly light armor across the board then.
Mm-hmm. Leather armor here.
Where is Greg's armor?
Greg has natural armor.
Oh yeah. Right, so you're pretty good. You just can't fucking see. Let's see. Ed, you have what kind? You have heavy armor. Okay. And the Shogun has medium armor on. And Cypher Shy has no armor on. Captain Corvaxia is immune to fire damage.
Oh.
Yep. And Ben has light armor on. So, Edelweiss, roll me a Constitution saving throw, and the Shogun has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Natural one.
Oh, no.
Shogun,
Give me my character plus.
he takes a level.
Oh, that's still at disadvantage, isn't it?
If your saves are at disadvantage, they are at disadvantage.
Oh no.
Alright, you immediately take an additional level of exhaustion.
That is the last thing I needed.
Yep, exactly.
Oops.
Where did Mordecai go?
I'm here.
Where?
I'm just right here.
No, you were there. You're supposed to be there.
Oh, okay.
Can I avoid that by taking off my armor?
You can. You also do have sufficient resources to avoid that, provided you're consuming them. But that would mean you would consume a supply point.
Do I consume a supply
Yeah,
point, guys?
Given that you're already exhausted too, and you don't want to be any more exhausted than that, the last thing you want to be doing is rolling attack rolls at disadvantage.
Yeah.
I would say, if I saw you trying to take off your armor, I go, no, find some other way to save yourself from the heat. You might need that.
Okay, so you'll consume a supply point. That
Yes.
Device. All right.
If other people are saying yes, then yes.
All right. So that'll. You are you're quaffing lots of water. So much water. It is so hot down here. Probably you feel like you're boiling in your armor right now. So. And you can see pretty far into this area. You guys are now free to explore.
All right.
I can't see shit.
Yep. Well, there's plenty of light outside of your immediate space, so.
Oh, Crow. Thank you. Stay by my side.
Something over this.
I mean, how far is it to where the light is over there?
Over where?
Where this bright area is, where looks like there's lava or something.
Yeah, that's lava. That's magma.
Yeah, but how far away is that though?
40 feet from you.
35 feet?
Okay, so then I can see it from where I'm at then.
If you can see it, you can see it.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I know that's over there. So.
I've played this level on Elden Ring.
Sorry, there's a light I needed to put down and I didn't. There you go.
This way, I'm still behind most of my friends.
Oop, sorry, Ed. I accidentally moved you.
Oh, sorry.
Now
No, I moved over there.
Now there are two of you. I gotta delete. I gotta refresh now. Hold on.
Oops.
Oopsie.
I did to you what you usually do to me.
I didn't intend to do that.
Neither did I.
God damn it! My fucking thing is broken for me. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Can I still move people? Okay, there we go. It stopped being stupid as soon as I moved Cypher Shy. Shogun's gonna move out of the dark. Yeah, there we go. We'll move these two. Ed, you are once again in the back. No. I think you want to be in the front. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Probably. I'm just trying to stay away from that fire.
With the magma? Yeah.
Yes.
The captain kind of stands next to it and goes, well, this is gonna suck. Just trying to get like a good beat on how this area at the moment.
Wait.
How tall are these piles of rock?
Which ones? These?
Like the one I'm standing by.
This one? It's not very tall.
Are they stalagmites?
No, they're boulders.
Hey.
Okay.
I tell the captain, looks like there might be a path off this direction that doesn't require crossing lava.
Okay.
Yeah. That's not a path. That's a little corner.
Okay. I can't see enough to tell yet.
Mm,
What does this rock over here look like?
Which one?
penis.
The one that I just tagged right there.
It's just a rock.
Is it possible we could push it into the lava if it's light enough?
It's pretty fucking big, dude. It's like
Yeah.
10 feet across at the very least. That's a lot of rock. It's probably a couple of tons.
Oh,
Now, is there room here, like, to go south between the lava and the wall?
Oh, here you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably. Yeah, that's like 2-3 feet. Yeah, you could scooch there.
I will wait, and I will suggest that. Say, hey, I'm willing to follow whoever, if we want to try going that way.
Captain kind of looks at you and kind of just strides across the magma.
What?
How can you do that?
It's the armor. It's warm in here, but the armor's protecting me from the magma.
Well, that's simply unfair.
She shrugs.
No
Life's
one's
unfair,
gonna-
she says. What were you saying, Greg?
I called Corvaxia to show off, but also if no one's going to step forward, Greg will go first.
Okay.
I just
So
saw
I feel like
something.
everyone also probably like sidle along the wall with their back to
Yeah.
it. Greg's gotta go like with her
I wanna
hands
go
against it 'cause of her
Oh.
tail.
Yeah, I'm not letting Praxia go first.
I wasn't going anywhere other. I wasn't going any further than there because I'm not going any further ahead than Kravaxia
Now,
because she's not commenting about anything dangerous that she could see from where she's at. So therefore, I'm probably about as safe as I can be there.
can you just said if I could see something, I could see something.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that's true. If you can see it, you can see it.
can I see that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see that. Would you like a description of that?
I'm not sure. It says, I think I see something ahead. I see like a corner of it. I see like probably a foot from the picture.
What you see is like a big sort of like meaty looking magma rock, kind of smooth. Well, not smooth. Maybe like a little bit rough, but it's very curved, like it's some kind of coiled up creature.
I speak lower to Praxius. There's something ahead, and I don't like it.
I can kind of see the corner of it as well. Do I have any idea what it might be from any sort of historic lore?
Yeah, you can make a nature arcana check if you'd like.
Okay, let's do Arcana first. Because this place down here definitely does not seem normal. Okay,
No.
and that failed.
Nope.
So I'll fall back on nature.
It is not a natural creature.
Okay, no, but it is a creature though.
Cyphershai is like, can anyone describe why we are stopped right now? What's going on?
There is
I
something
do my
right
best
over
to
there.
describe what I see. You cipher shy.
Don't talk over each other. What were you saying, Ed?
There is something over there, and it looks big.
Captain moves out of curiosity.
Uh,
She's very carefully walking on the magma. Peeks her head around, pulls back, and she says, I see it too. It's big. It's very big.
Captain, any idea what it is?
Nope.
I'm glad it doesn't.
Hmm.
Yes? Question mark.
And perhaps we should stay quiet.
Mm.
So, clearly that's not the right way to go.
Mm.
I'd like to just take the initiative and hop the candle here.
You gonna hop this candle? Where are you hopping the
Mordecai
candle?
be nimble. Mordecai be quick. Mordecai jumped over the flaming fucking lava. Do I roll something? Just
This is bare. Like, if you're jumping like right here, in this spot here, it's barely
Yeah.
5 feet across. You can make that easy.
okay. Still a little bit unsteady, but I made it. It's kind of a little bit worrying, you know. It is what it is.
Yeah, you don't want to accidentally fall into the magma.
No. I'd like to take a sneaking stance, and I'm gonna try and do a little reconnaissance.
Sure, absolutely. Make a stealth roll. Greg, did you want to do the same? Do you want to hop across and poke around, or do you want to push by the others and sneak?
No, I wanted to do exactly what he did.
Okay, well, you can still jump across and help and be there
Mhm.
with them. You are a rogue. You sneak attacking is a good thing.
And
Mhm.
Praxis in the way is about 10 feet. Do you want me to roll an acrobatics jump here?
You can stand on that platform without being in the magma. That's still a 5-foot jump there.
Alright.
I'm gonna turn to Crow, and once we get over, you stay here. You're a mouth breather, and you breathe too loud.
He looks very sad.
I'll call you if I need you.
He looks sadder.
Oh. Okay, you come. let me see you. Let me see your stealth,
Okay.
your sneaky stance.
Okay,
Roll
roll for Crow.
Eh.
He's not very
no,
sneaky.
you stay here.
Where is he gonna hide?
Sorry, buddy. You gotta stay here.
He's sad again. Cypher just says, I'm gonna be right here until something happens. And I need to be literally elsewhere.
I try to be stealthy up against the rock face over here.
Sure. And then Cypher says, oh, I see what you're talking about. It's right there. She points.
Yes.
Not see it.
Ben's gonna move, and he's like, oh, I see it too.
It doesn't see us, right?
You don't know that.
Hopefully it doesn't hear you all.
I'm speaking quiet.
I'm gonna kind of sidle up to this rock over here with Greg in tow. Oh.
So you get a much better look at it there, Mordecai.
Oh well.
It is a very big lizard-shaped creature. It is got, it's covered in like what looks like magma, or it might be made of magma. You're not sure which is the case there, but it's long. It's about 15 feet coiled up. So it's definitely huge.
I did fight this boss in Elden Ring. I'm gonna pop down and let Greg take a peek as well.
Okay. You guys want to switch spots?
Yes.
Yeah. I
Nyeh.
don't know how that works.
It looks like it's just kind of laying down.
Huh.
I'm gonna whisper to him. Do we want to attempt to flank it for the captain?
I think we might be best off just not even letting it know we're here. If it knows we're here, I'm not sure we can fight it.
I have no clue if we can manage that. Well, the rest of the party.
Sorry, I'm trying to hear you over the background music.
Oh, you can turn that down if it's too loud for you. You go to the music note in the top right.
Oh. Yes.
I do need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw. Everybody.
Oh, hell.
The DC is 12.
Yes, but I'm rolling at disadvantage.
No. This one's Ben's.
Please.
Saving throw. Normal. And for Sekishai, saving throw. Normal. Okay. Who didn't get a 12 or higher? Let's see.
Me.
Shogun,
Me.
Praxia, Mordecai, and Ben. And Ed. Okay, so that's one. Okay. So you guys take from the toxic gases one let's see, hold on. Okay, you guys are poisoned.
Shit.
Unless you're resistant or immune to poison. If you are resistant or immune to poison, speak now.
Not.
Not okay.
I'm gonna forever hold my peace
Alright.
instead.
Alright, so the Shogun's poisoned. Where is the...
Oh, yay.
You can't get double disadvantage. So just being being poisoned doesn't really like affect you too much.
In Ed's case it does though, because now he has disadvantage on attack rolls too.
Yes.
Yeah. So con save for the captain.
Wait,
15.
why'd you apply poison to Ben?
Because he failed. He got a he got a 7.
On the skill check.
He got a 7.
Edelweiss is going to die. Why couldn't she have died last session?
Okay. All right. So what would you guys like to do?
Oh, do I know you guys are poisoned?
What would I think our chances are of actually getting past this thing without alerting it? Like, do I have an idea of where we need to go from here and what we can do to just get around it?
Sorry, hold on. I'm kicking out my dogs. They're
Are you good?
being loud. The creature is kind of coiled up from what you last looked. You're not sure about the nature of this creature because you don't know anything about it. So it's hard for you to say whether or not you can sneak past it.
Can I look at Crow and see if he recognizes anything about? He hasn't seen the thing, and I don't want him going up there right now.
Yeah, he hasn't
He
seen
just can he smell anything?
Unfortunately, because of the toxic gases permeating the air, that's the only thing he can smell.
And unfortunately, I haven't gotten a good enough look at it. I don't think to. I'll need to be another square or two forward before I can make another check to figure out if I have any idea what this thing is.
Haven't you already made a check about it?
I made a check from what I can see. I can just see the very corner of it right now.
Okay. I will let you make another check of it if you can see the whole thing. That
Yeah.
means all 9 squares of it.
Yeah. So I'll have to wait till we migrate forward a bit if we do.
Being a blacksmith would have given me advantage on that. Being used to fumes of fire.
This is not like a little bit of fumes of fire. This
It's
is
overwhelming.
this is and it's not even that. This is toxic volcanic gas that you're among.
That is true.
Yeah. And this is the kind of stuff like where normal people walking by just like a slightly appearing volcanic area thinking it's steam will just immediately die. So it's not like this is a walk in the park. This is, you're suffering. Those of you that failed your check are suffering.
As always, everyone's suffering. Greg's just like, what's the problem? What's wrong?
Right, yeah. This doesn't seem so bad.
I'm gonna
Honestly, wear
gonna
less clothes.
I'm gonna wander over to the captain. Captain, this heat's gonna kill us. I know you're fine, but what do you think?
We need to either get moving, or we need to kill this thing and then get moving and hope the next area is cooler. If it's not going to attack us, we shouldn't provoke it, but we might be able to get everybody to jump across the magma and then jump across it again over here.
I don't like our chances if it comes up behind us. So honestly, it may be best to get its attention and see how it reacts.
It's probably going to be pissed off.
Well, if that's the case, then it'd be just as pissed off if it came up behind us, right?
She shrugs and says, probably. You never know.
Yeah. Unadvisedly, I think I'm gonna move over here so I can see other areas.
That's where the creature is.
Okay, so you kind of scooch. You kind of scooch across the way there, and you can see all of this thing. It is really big and really nasty looking. As far as you know, it hasn't noticed you, but it does seem to be getting to shift.
Shit.
No.
I don't like that.
So it kind of seems like maybe it's waking up.
I think we should start getting over to the captain.
I should be able to
and tell him that, like, hey, it's moving a bit.
That's
I should be able to cross, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
can
right
jump-
where you are, you cross without a check.
Yeah, you can jump that. That's easy. That's an easy
Okay,
jump.
so cross, and then I will. Do I need to reroll stealth again if I go here?
Will you? First, I really need you to just start there and then move.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Because if you're gonna jump diagonally, that's
No,
more than 5.
Okay, I jump there, yep, and then I migrate here behind the rock here and try to be appropriately stealth.
Okay.
Do I need to reroll stealth? Because my stealth before I think was horrible.
No, you do not need to reroll stealth. You are not in a new area, and I have not asked you to.
Okay. Okay, I didn't know, so I'm trying to kind of duck down behind the rock.
Okay, you have ducked down behind the rock. You are in cover.
I'm in the back again, which I don't like. I'm going to jump across and get by Praxia.
It's like a big, wet magma salamander, Sci-Fi says.
If it's anything like a purgator, I think we're a little bit in trouble.
Then perhaps you should all be somewhat quieter.
I have been whispering.
Roll for whisper.
Oh god, no, I'm shit at that now.
I don't have any points in whisper. All right, what are you guys doing?
Ben, you're the nature expert here. Have you heard of this thing before?
That's what his check was for before. He says, I'm pretty sure it's a Felarisk, but these things are kind of like elementals, and I don't know a whole lot about elementals. But if it's an elemental, it's just naturally occurring in this space, and it's just gonna be pissed off in general. So if we're gonna make a break for it, we should just make a break for it. If we're gonna fight it, we should just fucking fight it already. This tiptoeing business is for the birds.
Or the birds. Well, what's everyone's take? Do we fight or do we flee?
And if we flee, which way do we want to go? Do we want to go
We don't know yet.
west or east?
That's the problem.
As you guys are chatting, it uncoils itself,
I think we should go alongside Captain.
and it eats this rock right in front of it that was right there.
Unless you want to be that rock's friend in its belly, I think we should probably hurry up. I'm
Okay.
gonna
Hold
go
on.
ahead.
I can see all 9 squares now. So this would be another Arcana check.
It would be an Arcana check. You don't know what the fuck a Felarisk is.
Okay, and history wouldn't. So I don't know. There aren't any of them in stories or history.
No, not that you're aware
Well,
of.
Okay, so nobody's written tales of them or anything. Oh, lovely.
Ben's got a lot of esoteric sort of knowledge that doesn't cross books and shit. So,
I
just
would
now saw
like-
that.
what were you saying?
I
Nat?
would like to do. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I just now saw that. That is fucking scary.
I'd like to do one thing. I would like to use. Yeah. I'm going to use Primeval Awareness to sense whether what the following types of creatures are present. So I imagine I choose one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to choose a dragon.
Okay, there are no dragons present.
Damn.
Nice.
It really is an
higher
elemental.
elemental.
Yeah, okay. I had to check. Fair enough.
I mean, you do get
Oh.
Crow, but like you're like, nah, he's not a dragon. He just looks like one. He's like a little drake, which is technically a kind of like dragon type, but it's not a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, at this point, I'm gonna try and jump back over the lava to this side, and oh god, it moved. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. It's okay, John. I assume you moved here, right, and then jumped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're okay. It kind of regards you and Praxia coldly.
I'm still stealthing, sneaky.
Yeah, it looks in your direction, and then it looks in Praxia's direction, and then it eats
Fuck.
this rock.
We should go. I'm gonna keep moving.
Okay.
Wait, why are we going that way?
Did we go this way? I don't know which way we go.
I thought we were heading this way. Towards the captain.
Is that the way we're going?
That's what I had said like literally 2 minutes ago. Out loud.
My bad. Then I'd still like to. Oh my god.
I think
There's another one.
well can I see him running?
He's kind of. I think he's kind of like that 1940s, really fast tiptoeing across the stones there.
I would like to jump back over the lava where it's safe.
Okay. So you move to here, and then you jump across.
Yeah. And
I want to make sure and get that wall between me and the creature.
Mm,
Yes. I am the other wall between her and the creature.
I'd like to stay right behind the captain where she can protect me.
Yes.
Moves this way.
Between the two fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I
Crow.
forget that your character is actually dumber than mine.
She kind of puts a hand out on you, Mordecai, like a parent putting their arm across to their child in the passenger seat, and it just
Aw.
strong arms you in the shoulder and looks and says and points. Just points around the corner there. The other one has started to amble back towards her.
Shit.
I'm assuming you're also laughing at Bear's comment.
I'm gonna whisper to the captain, perhaps I should go and see if it reacts to me moving past into the next corridor.
She nods.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, I'm gonna go here and then I'm gonna jump.
Okay, yeah, you jump there.
And I'm gonna fast tiptoe this way. Very,
Okay.
very fast, very, very tiptoe.
Okay. It kind of starts tracking you, sort of like a dog tracking a bird, and you have definitely triggered its prey drive. So,
Shit.
it is going.
I was just jumping.
You're just. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Go ahead and finish your jump there.
Yes, sorry.
Okay. I assume everybody is in a relative position that they want to be in, because we're about to roll initiative.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was coming back over here. I was like, I'm
He
just
is
gonna
safe.
walk behind it while he has its attention.
Yeah, so you can see that Mordecai has its full fucking attention right now, because this thing is just like, oh, generally fast moving food. Interesting. I don't get that every day. So yeah, go ahead and roll initiative.
You know what? Mordecai also has a little bit of shit in his pants.
That's a good thing you're wearing brown.
Not the best initiative ever, but oh well.
I always forget where you're supposed to roll that. That's inspiring.
It's under utility.
Okay.
And I should roll for Crow as well.
I believe I've already. Nope, I haven't.
Okay, I got him. Got him. Where's his initiative? Am I dumb?
I love
I can roll
dice
them.
today.
Yeah.
I'll roll them, and then I'll roll
Okay.
Ben. Okay, so Ben got a 20 and Crow got a 14. So begin. Ben goes first.
I have not rolled a 10 over a 10 this whole session.
I'm sorry. It's just you're in a bad spot with your exhaustion. Let's see here. He's gonna cast Ice Knife.
Game's still paused, by the way.
Oh yes. He's gonna cast Ice Knife at this creature. Oh yes, he's poisoned, so he gets disadvantage. He
Dang.
misses. And then, let's see, on the miss. Shard that explodes. Target and each creature within 5 feet of it must make a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage. So his spell save DC is 15. So, dexterity saving throw. It fails and takes 8 points of cold damage. Okay. Alright, that is the end of Ben's turn. He is going to move back to where he was standing before. Is now the gloomy magmatic Felorisk. turn, it is going to chase after Mordecai.
No.
And, Mordecai, you are within 10 feet of it. Now, you are going to take this much fire damage. Because it's super hot. 4. You take 4 points of fire damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, you also clearly are not stealth because it noticed you.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah,
100%.
Absolutely, yeah. It's going to try to make a bite attack at you.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. So it's just coming at you with that big old mouth. It crits.
Oh,
Oh!
I'm gonna take that with Cloud.
With Cloud Rune?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a normal damage? Or are you going to take all the critical damage? How does that work?
I think I take any damage that attack would have been.
What? Am I anywhere where I can see that?
No. What? Maybe.
Oh, well,
Maybe, hold on.
You definitely hear Mordecai scream like a little girl.
Yeah, you can't see the creature. So...
okay, so I was hoping to be able to silvery barbs that, but...
That's not what I wanted.
Yeah, so is it all the damage, or does it remove the critical? What's the thing? What's it say?
Oh, it's just within reach too. Oh my goodness.
So,
it should take the crit damage as well. I don't know what I just did.
Right. Alright, hold on.
Hang on.
Oh wow.
Alright, so in addition, when you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction to invoke the rune and choose a different creature within 30 feet of you other than the attacker. The chosen creature becomes the target of the attack using the same roll. This magic can transfer the attack's effects regardless of the attack's range. So once you've invoked this rune, you can't do so again until you finish a short or long rest. So when you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack, that's Mordecai, you can use your reaction to invoke the rune and choose a different creature within 30 feet of you other than the attacker. So...
And there's no one else who can take it, so I'm going to apply it to myself.
You cannot take it. It says other than...
No, other than the attacker.
Other than the attacker, yes, so you can take it.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's the damage regardless of what comes out. So, here we go.
You are, in fact, within 30 feet of you.
Okay, so that would be 72 points of damage. That would have killed Mordecai.
I know.
That would have taken him down to 0. 72 points of damage. What's your total hit points?
Why isn't it saying it? Where is my total hit points?
It's below your character card.
I am going back to Legacy. Because it does not say. Why are you a bitch? Okay. It was legitimately just saying my armor class.
Weird.
What is my HP? Where the heck is it?
Okay, so if you are looking at your character sheet, it's to the right of your portrait if it's on the Legacy. It's below your portrait if it's on the normal.
Okay, I have 35
Okay.
hit points.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. You will die outright if you take this damage. You will not get death saves. You will not get anything. You will die outright. Mordecai has 45 hit points. He will not die outright. He will just be unconscious.
It's not going to make a difference, but I have something that can lessen it a little. Yeah, I'll just go unconscious, but damn.
Do you have absorb elements or something?
I do, but that's not nearly enough.
I mean, does it reduce the elemental damage by half?
There's a... Oh, yeah, it does.
Okay, so 26 plus...
Did you look at that?
Plus 23, 49. It's not quite enough, but it's better than 72. It would
Yeah.
still knock you down, so you shouldn't use it.
Yeah, 49 is my actual max hit points. I literally
Yeah.
cannot. Oh boy.
So, Ed, I'm going to ask you right now, do you want to take this? Because it's probably not a good idea.
I don't
Yeah,
think it's a good idea either.
just let me have it.
Okay.
Okie dokie. It was your bad decision to run out there.
It's my fiery bed. Let me burn in it.
The creature is then going to kind of like nudge you a little bit, and it seems to have lost interest at the moment. It is right next to you. It's the end of its turn. Mordecai, make a death saving throw.
Oh, I'd be making those at disadvantage too.
You'd just be dead. You wouldn't even get
Yeah,
the...
no, I mean, like, if I die here,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
making saving throws at disadvantage.
Oh dear.
Oh, at least it
that's-
wasn't a 1.
Yeah, it's a regular 2, not a 1. You just have 1 failed death saving throw. It's now Crow's turn. Crow, without his master, doesn't know what to do. So he's going to come up here and kind of hide behind Corvaxia for a moment. And he doesn't know what to do with himself. So you
Poor
can't...
Crow.
Yeah, you can't direct him. Greg, your turn. As far as you are aware, you are hidden behind that rock.
Yeah, I seem to have a good angle on it. I do not. Yeah, I absolutely cannot make it up to that thing. I kind of don't want to.
Yeah, it just knocked him down with that nat 20. That was unfortunate.
That was brutal as fuck.
So, I'm just gonna. Did that target it properly? I can't tell. Yes, it did. For once, it works. Oh, it says I have advantage. I guess because I'm stealthed.
Yep. That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
D6, piercing +4. What's my stealth damage?
Your sneak attack damage. So that is it's in your features. It is 1d6 damage plus, and then your level has a lot to do with it. So yours got configured poorly for whatever reason. It's probably my fault, but for sneak attack you do... Where the fuck is it? Increases as you gain levels in the class on the rogue table. I think you do 3d6 at, or 4d6 at 5th level. Roll 3d6.
Alright, now, do I roll that entirely separate from the short bow roll?
Yes, you roll that
Okay.
after you roll the short bow roll. It's just 3d6 rogue. I gotta also remind me to fix your sneak attack.
3d6. 6. That thing is 100% not within 30 feet of the other one, so...
It's all the way over there.
Yeah, that is about all I get. I don't think I get 2 attacks. I think I only have 1 action.
Level 5, you get 3d6, yeah. So, you only get 1 action, so, whoa, bad roll there. 6 plus 6. So, there we go. Okay.
12.
You shoot him with your bow. The arrow arcs, hits the back of it because it's not facing you, pierces through its hide, fire belches out of it, and burns your arrow to a crisp. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
God.
Do you want to move?
No, I think I'm gonna sit here actually.
Okay.
It's a stupid idea, I think, but Greg is like, I'm pretty tanky compared to everyone else.
Captain Kravaxi is going to close the creature and engage. And shouts behind her, "Somebody help Mordecai!" And is going to attack 3 times with long scream.
Oh.
Right on it. Because I am next.
Hits. 32. Hits. Did she get 3 attacks? Yes, it's 3 attacks. 31. She has wounded the creature deeply.
Damn.
Oh, no, that's the wrong token. Not that one. That one. And then the 3rd attack. Still hits it. Creature is significantly wounded now. She chops into its side and it is pissed. It screams and it is thrashing and angry. Okay.
I use a free action to call out to Zed or to Ed. It's like, if you give me some protection, I can see if I can help out Mordecai if we can get up there to him.
The Shogun moves and asks you what's happening, Greg. And as long as your response doesn't take more than 6 seconds, you can respond.
It has attacked Mordecai and he is down. There's another coming over.
He looks over there and he says, "Oh, that's not good." And then he's going to move this way to kind of be right here. And then he's going to look to see Corvaxia, and he's going to charge the creature. He's going to take 2d6 fire damage immediately as he gets within range of it, taking 9 points of damage. And then he's going to attack. He gets 2 attacks with his Odachi. They're at disadvantage because he is poisoned. Natural 1's the first one. And he 9's the second one. No. He misses. Sefshai says, "Okay, so we're doing this." And she moves over here. She spots the other one. And she is really considering what's going on here for a moment. And casts Cloud Kill over on that guy, sort of trying to create like a area of don't come any closer. The creature must make a con save, DC 14, or suffer 5d8 poison damage. Natural 1's.
Double damage.
Oh dear.
Just regular damage.
Darn.
No, spells don't crit. That 24 damage is pretty good. So, when creature enters spell area for the first time or on a turn, the creature must make a con save. Yeah, we're just gonna call that the con save of them first. So, yeah. Oh, never mind. It seems to be unbothered by the poison completely. Whoopsie. My bad. Didn't remember that. She says, "It's not working." Your turn. He is 35 feet from you.
Well, when I go giant, does my speed double? I'm not sure of that. I'm pretty sure not. I have to be like, I think I have to be really big.
If you lack the room to become large, your size doesn't change. It doesn't say your speed increases.
Only my dabblage.
Yeah. And you get advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
Oh, hey.
There you go.
But I can get here, right?
Yes,
I have
your
40
speed is
feet.
halved, but that would be your whole
Wait, my
action.
speed is halved?
Yeah, because your exhaustion too. So your speed is
Oh.
halved, and you. So if you're gonna move 30 feet, that would be your whole action and movement. Though you could action surge and then attack it.
Yes.
Actually, I only have to get within 60 feet of Mordecai. So how far away am I? Because I can see him from where I'm at, right?
It's 40 feet right now. But let's
Okay,
let's
so
finish Ed's turn.
Okay.
no, that would have changed what I said to Ed a while ago. It's like I can probably get him from here with Healing Word.
Gotcha. Okay.
I am going to Giant's Might anyway, because bigger target, he'll go after me maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend my action to get up here.
Okay.
And
Yep.
can I action surge and just take him away?
Yeah, you can move him. Yeah. You become large now, right? So hold on.
Yes, I become large and I get a straight check on my whatchamacallit.
On a strength
roll.
On a
Yes.
strength checks, yeah. So yeah, you can use your action to move him to the other side of you if you'd want.
Yes, I'm going to protect him.
Okay, so you grab him by the legs and move him outside of this creature's range.
Yes.
You are now next to it. Okay, that would be your whole turn, including your action surge.
Yes.
Okay.
So I am protecting him, as Captain said.
Okay, Praxia, it is now your turn.
And now you can reach him better.
Okay, I do two things. First thing I do is get Mordecai back to life.
Okay, so 8 points for Mordecai.
That's awesome.
And then my next thing is Bardic Inspiration for Ed.
Okay.
If he'll let me edit it. I must not know how to use it properly.
Sorry?
Okay, there it goes. I was trying to change the number from 4 to 3, but that wasn't letting me for a moment, but then it did.
You guys really do like me.
We'd like you to not die.
It's something.
Okay. Sorry, I just forgot what the other thing you were doing. Bardic?
Yep, Fred.
Okay. You can use the feature and it should apply Bardic Inspiration to Ed.
Oh. I did it the hard way then.
You just have to have her targeted.
Okay, let me try that then. I did not realize I could do that. So, move map, target. It's really easy to click on Ed to target Ed because she is slightly larger than average right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Where is it here? Oh, there it is there. I found it.
It didn't work the way I expected it to, but that's okay. You finished.
Well, it took it off on my sheet at least.
So you get a D8 Bardic Inspiration.
Yay.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Praxia, or did you want to move?
Let me look. Right now I'm by the rock over there, right? I will come up to. Since I know I was not stealth from all ago, right? Because it kind of looked at me.
You just cast a spell.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
casting
Okay, that's right.
spells are, you're gonna say words, you're gonna do funky stuff, magic.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So I move to there.
Okay.
And then I can roll stealth.
Yeah. That's rolling stealth at this point would be an action. You're not a rogue.
Right. But my okay, even though because my other two are they're both bonus actions. So only one of them counts as a bonus action. Okay.
Well, normally, I'm kind of hand waving it. You can't do 2 bonus actions in a turn. I'm letting you because you didn't do an action.
Okay, that's fine. Then I just move there then.
Yeah. Brings us to this guy. Its moves. It's a little pissed off that it got gassed. And that's its full speed there.
Didn't even realize it got gas since we're like in a poisonous gas environment.
A spell happened on it, so
Okay.
it's an elemental. It's not like a natural creature. It recognizes when it's being attacked.
Okay.
It's gonna move up to Cyphershai and Greg here. It's now Ben's turn. Ben is going to cast. I assumed Ice Knife was prepared. It wasn't. That's okay. We will prepare it and we will remove. He would never remove Goodberry. Let's see. Animal friendship for now. So. Let's see.
Goodberry is his signature spell.
It really is. Let's see.
Does 5e have the concept of signature spells like PF2e does?
No. It does not. Let's see. Nothing is really jumping out at me right now. Let's see. What has he got? Cantrip flies.
That's good, because if they were jumping out at you, we'd begin to wonder about your sanity.
Target. Focus more than one arrow when you reach high level. 2 arrows in the 5th. Alright, so he's going to use Stellar Arrow. He's just going to attack this one over here. He's going to use Stellar Arrow. Disadvantage because he's poisoned. Stellar Arrow again. He gets 2 shots with it. Yeah, he hits it that second time. 8 points of damage. And let's see here. Okay. That's the end of his turn. It's now this guy's turn. It's going to attack the captain, I think, because that she did the most damage to it. Some of its wounds begin to close. Oh, no, I didn't mean that much. I meant that much. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
So it only healed 10 damage.
It's gonna make its 2. Well, it might do this instead. No, it's just gonna bite. It's just gonna bite. It's feeling a little salty. Let's see. Cat use a reaction attack roll total 21. She is gonna do parry, which increases her armor class by 2, I believe. Yep, so it misses, and then it's going to tail attack her. And that misses. And that is its turn. Mordecai, your turn, you're up. Well, you're on the ground, but you're awake.
Yes. I am. I imagine I'm not feeling very good right now.
No, you're not. You just got bitten by a creature that's essentially made of magma.
Yeah.
You're having a bad day.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of scramble back from Giant Ed and just frantically throw some daggers at this thing.
Sure, yeah. Target
Let's see.
and release.
Yes.
Are you throwing regular ones, or are you throwing your returning one?
Yeah. Returning dagger.
Let's hope it doesn't melt.
It's magic. It probably will be fine, right?
Probably.
Shit. And I got disadvantage now too, don't I?
Why? You're not poisoned.
Oh yeah.
And you.
It's highlighted for some reason. I don't know why.
It's probably because you were prone. You only scrambled 15 feet. I assume you stand up at some point.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay, so that hits.
Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll damage. 5 damage. I'm gonna throw it again for my extra attack.
Okay.
Actually, no, reaction. I'm gonna use Crow's ability. So that's poison. So unless he's immune to poison, this will actually work for once. Holy shit!
He's immune to poison.
Don't do that.
And you'd know that because
I tried this earlier.
She tried this earlier. She used Cloud Kill over there.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Everything is immune to poison.
Unfortunately, when she used Cloud Kill, he was still unconscious, so he would not know that.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true.
And turning dagger, attack, normal.
That hits. Yeah, there you go.
It hits.
Yay.
On the money too.
Nice.
6 more. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, in that case, actually, no chance I can go back and put what is it? The favored foe on that first one, can I?
I think the theme of this combat so far has been mercy, because I've allowed a lot of things that I normally wouldn't allow. So go ahead. Fair. So I will let you do it this time, but I'm trying to impress on you guys to be on it for the rest of this campaign.
Yes. Fair enough. So I will throw down favored foe on this guy, so then that gives me 2 attacks where I get the bonus. So that's 2d4.
So an extra 6.
Yes.
Yeah. This thing's taken a lot of damage so far.
Mm-hmm.
It's now if that's the end of your turn, it will be Crow's turn next.
Yes. I'd like Crow to stay out of it. There's not much he can do right now.
He's gonna jump over and get behind you.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's definitely not hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Greg, it is now your turn.
Okay. This big guy's over us here now. So what Greg desperately wants to do is get this between this thing and Shy. But as far as I'm aware, there's absolutely no way I can move her without it getting to attack her.
So yeah, unfortunately that is the case, unless you move, unless like its reaction's already been burned, or like. See, the thing is, like, that sort of attack of opportunity is usually reserved for cases where you move willingly. She wants to get away from this thing. Why it worked for Mordecai earlier is because he wasn't conscious, so Ed could just move him, right?
Yes.
So, but when you move willingly out of the range out of the attack range of a creature, that's when the reaction gets triggered for them. So, and who knows if this creature will actually do that. She casts a spell on it last, but she does want to be away from this thing. So.
Yeah, what I was saying is, like, I don't think I can, like grapple her and move her because it's still moving her away. And
yeah.
I don't think she's going to fight me.
I can't do shit.
No, she's not going to fight you. She does look like she's about to cast a spell on both of you.
I think I'm just going to stab it.
Okay. Yeah, because it's within 10 feet of you, you take this much fire damage. Roll. 2. You take 2 fire damage.
Yay.
Sci-Fi takes 1.
Alright, that's not too bad. Dad.
Ow, I got a turn.
Go ahead and finish your attack roll. Ooh.
It's awful.
Yikes.
100% not the only damage there.
Is that your turn?
Yep, I'm not moving away from it.
Okay. The captain sees that Sci-Fi and you are engaged with the other creature. She looks to you, Ed, and says, "Finish it off," and moves to the other one, eliciting the opportunity attack from the fellow risk.
I will try.
One's going to make a bite.
Fuck.
Let's see, 26. She can't parry that, so she's just going to take the hit.
No.
When she takes 6 points of damage because she's immune to fire. So now she's gonna move. She's gonna move over here. Just make her 3 attacks on this creature. That's 1. That's 2. This is 3. And that's her whole turn. It's now the Shogun's turn. The Shogun immediately takes 2d6 fire damage,
Oh no.
amounting to 4. He's going to attack the creature twice with his Odachi at disadvantage because he's poisoned. That would have been a crit too.
I know.
Let's see. That's 9 points of damage, and he natural ones it, of course. Okay. Brings us to Sci-Fi. She is going to see that the captain is reinforcing the 2 of you. She is going to back up 1 space, thus eliciting an attack of opportunity from the magmatic Felarisk. And it's going to bite. 15 does hit. She's going to let it hit. She doesn't want to cast any more spells because she doesn't know when she's going to get a rest on it. She's going to elect to fail the saving throw for concentration. And fog cloud goes away. Or cloud kill goes away. And she's gonna back up 10 feet. She's gonna blast it with Ray of Frost. And she's gonna miss. Edelweiss, your turn.
I'm attack it.
I'ma hit it.
I have it selected. Okay.
Remember, you got inspiration.
Yes. I'm gonna go with this. Fuck. I'm still at disadvantage, but I will add that inspiration if I need it. Oh, I'm not even adding inspiration to that.
Oh, well, let's see what'd you get.
I got a 9. Well, I guess I could if I do roll good on this bardic inspiration.
So 14. Oi, you're just shy 1.
I know.
That's sad.
But I do get 2 of those.
You do get 2 of those.
Watch me get a 14 on this and should have just used the...
The dice have not been with you. Oh, there you go. There
Hey!
You hit.
Yay!
So you stab at this thing.
Savage. I almost got max damage.
Almost. Yeah, so how do you finish this creature off?
I stab it through the mouth for biting Mordecai.
Alright, so, stab it through the mouth. It wiggles and screeches and perishes. And it begins to melt into molten rock.
It's like, I immediately pull my halberd out.
Mm-hmm. All
Oh,
right.
do I take any fire damage?
Yes, at the start of your turn, you do take 2d6 fire damage.
Yes, I was about to say before I ended my turn.
8.
Hey, great!
Alright, there you go.
My scars are still hurting, so that hurts worse.
Mm-hmm. Praxia, is now your turn.
Having heard the triumphantness of...
It's too far, unless you're dashing.
No, I'm just trying to go for... well, I'm here, and I was here, right? And I'm trying to go from here to there, which is 30 foot.
Yes, and that would be your entire movement and action.
Oh, okay, so I can only go to here then?
Yep.
Okay, I go there then. And now I can see the creature.
Mm-hmm.
And my friends are in danger, including our person that we are supposed to be taking care of. And I will it's within 60 feet of me, right?
Yes.
I thought so.
It's at 20 feet.
I should have targeted it first, I'm guessing. It needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Let's see here. Go ahead and roll the damage, if it's giving you a damage roll.
Yep.
That should trigger to roll the save. No base target save. Okay. So it didn't get to roll the save, so there's something wrong with the spell.
Well, I may not have targeted it properly.
What's your
So
save
it
DC?
may have been my fault.
Fails anyway. So it takes 7 points of damage.
And it immediately uses its reaction to move as far away from me as it can.
It doesn't have a reaction right now.
Okay.
Because it made its attack on Sci-Fi when left its range.
Okay. That's fine.
Yep. If that's the end of your turn.
And I can. Yep, that's it for me.
Okay. It's going to throw a temper tantrum and use this.
Oh dear.
The
Okay.
so
Is my square inside that?
Nope, it would have prompted you.
Okay. I wasn't sure because the corner of it kind of is. So.
It's more about the squares that are activated rather than the sphere itself.
Okay.
This is gonna hurt.
So yeah, this hurt a lot. You definitely did not pass your save, Greg, with a 13. In fact, the only one of you that did pass their save is the captain. Ben failed, Greg failed, and Cyphershy failed, each of them taking 36 points of bludgeoning and fire damage. However, Cyphershy gets half off fire damage, so she only takes 26, which is a good thing because she's down to 2.
oh no.
As the magma bursts from its back, showering the area around you all, each of you gets significantly damaged by this, nearly buried in the horrific, violent, burning rock, and the area is now horribly on fire. Not that it wasn't already, but it's bad. It's bad. That is the end of the creature's turn.
I'm glad I didn't use my movement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is now Ben's turn, and Ben is going to use a healing thingy. He's got lots of healing things. I don't know Ben's character features and shit, so give me a second. He's got the chalice thing, and let's see, healing for the chalice. I think that is going to go to Cyphershy. So that's 10. I'm not sure if... I think that's just a regular feature for him. I would look it up, but it would waste a lot of time doing that. So I'm just going to say that's a special feature. He can do that as a bonus action. I think he's going to cure wounds himself, because he's pretty badly damaged too. So, cure wounds on himself. Yeah, 11. Okay. And that's Ben's turn. Oops. Mordecai, it's your turn. You can see
Yes.
that miserable magmatic Felarisk. It's 65 feet away from you, though.
Yeah, I can see him. He's a big old glowing target. I'm gonna give him the old 1-2 dagger throw.
1-2 buckle my shoe.
Yeah. Stab him some more. 3-4.
Oh, that was the beginning of its turn, so it does get 10 hit points back. So, okay.
Well, I'll just take him back.
Can you throw 65 feet? Oh, you
Wait.
moved. Can you throw 50 feet?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I have sharpshooter.
Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. Crit. Baby crit. Roll that beautiful
Yes,
dice
sir.
I think this is the only player crit thus far. 15 points of damage. Very nice.
Hell yeah, and then we'll do it again.
I mean, me and Praxia both had one stole from us, but
It wasn't stolen.
it was disadvantage.
Yeah. And 8 more. Doing work.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that'll be the end.
Okay. It is now Crow's turn. Crow is going to stick with you.
Yeah, he's not doing anything right now.
Greg, it is now your turn.
It is now my turn. I am very hurt. I was very stubborn about it before. I cannot take another hit from this thing. I'm going to bonus action disengage
Okay.
and move back.
All right. You retreat.
Out here, I guess. Am I gonna be further back than Slifer Shy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why is there a copy of me there? That's weird.
That copy there is to let you know where you started.
Oh, okay. I've never moved in combat, I guess.
It's just faded so that you can see where you were, but it's not trying to, like, confuse you or anything.
I suppose I will shoot it.
There you go, shoot it. 15 hits.
Hell yeah.
You do have an ally next to it, so you do get sneak attack. Not that you need it, you do slay it with that shot. So, how do you finish him?
Man, I think I just shot straight down its mouth.
Straight down its mouth into its elemental core. For a moment there, you're like, that didn't seem to do anything. And then it explodes in the center, which is, it's sort of like, one of those chocolate lava cakes, except it kind of like pops open and kind of just unfolds itself. The captain kind of steps back a moment and is like, and it's just, this area is now magma. So this spot here where the dead body is over here is magma, and this one over here is magma.
Tasty.
Is it harden faster than the other magma?
No, it's like the liquid magma here that's kind of flowing.
Okay.
And that is the end of the combat. You have killed both creatures. And that will get you all each 2,360 experience points.
Damn.
And that's the end of the combat encounter. Doody-doody-doo. We go to this music.
Is everyone alive?
I am just gonna sit here and burn in silence. Don't mind me.
Except she very gently tiptoes around the monster to rejoin the captain. Ben says, we should move on.
Where are we going?
This appears to be a cave exit over here. You can see that.
Yeah, he was so close before it got him.
This square here is magma, just so you're aware. I might just draw a little fire square for you guys there.
Yes.
Yeah. I might increase that fire square to just be this.
Can tall person help people across the magma?
Yes, I will say that is entirely sensible, Edelweiss. You can help people across the magma. It's easier if it's this short area, because you can just reach across and kind of pull them. So.
I'm gonna say I'm here, but fucking Mordecai's there.
Fucking Mordecai in the way.
Fucking Mordecai.
I just pick him up and move him over here.
Oh, I'm just laying down on the ground, and you just pick me up. I imagine, like, I'm just planking over your arm right now.
Yes. I'm just helping everyone across.
As Praxia just goes the wrong way.
She can do what she wants.
She's a big girl.
Ben's gonna assume you're gonna help him over.
Yes. I'm helping everyone over.
Yeah, I'm at least trying to be somewhat useful by keeping an eye out to make sure no more creatures wander up our direction while everybody gets across the magma.
Okay, make a perception check.
I figure this would be a nice place to stand to keep an eye in a couple different directions.
Okay. Uh, 20. There appears to be no other creatures in here.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry,
I
I moved.
imagine Greg
I'm-
would.
Go ahead, Greg. I was accidentally moving all like 6 of you over here, and I only meant to move these 3.
Yeah.
So.
I imagine Greg was like just about to jump over, and Ed just like plucked her up.
Probably in like midair too. You kind of jump, I think, and Ed would like, haha, I got you, and then put you down.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, you guys have reached a point of safety, so we will leave this map. Congratulations. You've completed the River of Fire.
Okay. And nice.
Just a
Now,
second.
where does that bring us to?
Yeah, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there.
Do we get unpoisoned now, or what do we need to do to get unpoisoned?
Well, you'll have to breathe some nice clean air for a while. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And as you descend further from the River of Flames, you do find that you, at some point, find another staircase. This staircase is made of a different sort of material, different kind of rock, different kind of stone. And you wind up in a chamber after probably a few hundred feet.
Does this one go up or down?
Down. You're going perpetually down. Let me go ahead and just read this thing here for a second after I finish putting you guys where you're supposed to be. Ed, how long does your giant's thingy last?
Only a minute. That's why I was helping people over very quickly.
I see. So you would be done that.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to assume that the same NPCs that were in the prior room are coming in this one. So that's the captain, Cypher Shy, and the Shogun. Okay. Let's see here. And we've got this description to do.
Have we moved any hexes on the map, technically?
No, not really.
We've gone downstairs.
I'll move you a little bit. Yeah, you've gone down a lot of stairs, is what it is.
We went down,
Yeah.
not across.
Let me go ahead and pause this real quick so I can activate this and read this description to you. As your group descends from the rivers of flame, you find the air becoming cooler. The slope gives way to a stair carved of some kind of granite. You find sure footing here ahead and into the darkness. As you continue your downward path, you find that the air has gone cold, and your torches, lanterns, and spells begin to struggle to stay alight.
Oh no.
Darkness claws at the edges. Finally, you reach the bottom of the stairs, your skin clammy and cold. Above you, an ancient script is scrawled on the archway leading to a short stair in the room below. I need to change the track. And
Those of us with dark vision, okay, we can see what we can see. Okay.
yes, but those of you without cannot.
And I lose my dark vision because it's magical.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yours goes away temporarily, so I will fix that.
I'm already blind practically.
Okay. Yeah, you're definitely blind right now. So.
Well, I don't think am I supposed to see this?
Yes, you can see that. That is giving off a light.
Okay.
There's a bright red curtain meshy thing
Mhm.
behind something.
Okay, that track is not wanting to play, so we will play this one instead. I'm going to take a short 5-minute.
Yes.
Not 5 minutes. Well, maybe 5 minutes. Let's take a short 5 minutes.
I was going to say I need a break.
I will give you guys. I will devote another 25 minutes to this game after the break, and then we're gonna call it for the evening. Okay?
Okie doke.
All right, we are back. Welcome back, everybody. Short intermission. Yeah, so you guys are in this room. What would you like
And
to
you
do?
said you said there was like an archway or something with some text on it.
Yeah, you passed by it to get into this room.
What did the text say?
It seemed to be illegible to you.
Okay. Is there anybody that can read the text?
Is it Elvish or Ansel?
Let's
It's neither
see
of
if
those.
Well, I'm useless.
I'd like to take a look at it and see if I know it.
Okay. What'd you say, Greg?
So obviously it's Scaldy.
Obviously, it's Scaldy. Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah. The people with no written language.
Because if it's demonic, well, we've got some stuff to talk about.
It's a form of demonic, but you're unable to parse it.
I'm gonna kind of go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you're gonna ask your sugar mom to help.
I'm gonna go ahead and step off to the side and, discreetly mutter into my shoulder. Man, I really wish that I had someone who could read this.
You hear a whisper in your mind. I'm very tired from helping you before.
Oh no.
Come on, you can't just read this real quick for me and then go to sleep.
You feel an eye roll. And then she says, it says the Lightless Palace.
I'm gonna kind of speak up. I think I've seen this phrase before. It's the Lightless Palace.
The captain says, obviously, because I can't fucking see a thing.
And then for me, that's going to be a history check to see if I've heard of the Lightless Palace before.
So, I'm going to say this is not necessarily something that you need to roll for. Seeing as you did roll. This is one of those situations where a translation was probably messed up. The legend that you were referring to earlier about the warrior hero who went into the mountains and died, and he died in a lightless place. This is probably what was actually meant by that, but it was mistranslated.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the legend was mistranslated, not the name of the place.
The name of the place in the legend was mistranslated.
Okay, so the legend should have said Lightless Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does Lightless Palace, given that I did roll for it, do I know of any other references to a Lightless Palace?
Not from a history standpoint. In the room, as well, the stone edifice before you, there's a vessel upon it, and there is text around the edge of it. Not that many of you can see this.
Oh, it's
Can I
paused,
see
so I
it?
can't move. I can't move myself closer otherwise. Okay. I will take a look.
As you're walking around, you kind of feel like there's a fine dust on the floor, too.
Does it just look like dust?
You pick it up. It
I
does,
guess.
yeah, it does appear to be dust.
Okay. Okay. So there's dust here, and then so I try to inspect and or read the what's around the thing in the middle of the room, for lack of a better word.
Sure.
Because I
yeah.
forget what you just called that.
There's an edifice with a vessel on top of it. Stone,
Okay.
like it's like a stone plinth. And those of you that can see in the room, there is definitely some kind of text on both of these things. Now that you guys are having a moment and looking around,
On both of which things?
There's things here apparently
yes.
that I cannot see.
So the plinth there is well, let's see if you can read it, because there is some more text around it. So you should be able to see that now.
See what?
Okay, never mind. You can't see that. Let me open up the lore document for it. I believe this is... Oh, yeah. So this isn't available in your lore documents now. This is actually your first lore documents that you've seen in this campaign.
Oh.
Which section is that? Is that guidebooks or player journal?
Player journal.
Okay, and
Under,
lore documents. Okay.
under IHR.
I don't have that category. I only have.
BOC.
Oh, you only have... Okay, so let me change this to observer. Open it.
Yeah, I do.
Yep, there you go.
And I go on and try to look at the ones on the wall as well while I'm at it, in case there are things I can read and you need to add to our list. That way you can do that all at once.
Okay, and then number 1 here, and number 2 here.
Oh, and this is in no language I can read, huh?
If you click on it, it'll translate it if you can read it.
Nope.
Well, I clicked on the thing and it just shows me gibberish.
Okay.
Question mark.
Question mark.
Oh, before we do the question mark, okay, so we got the question mark there. So let's fix this problem. Oh, God. I do not have any first level spell slots left.
You can
This
upcast.
is going to have to go to a second level spell slot. And now I can then try reading it again. Let's try that.
Yeah, which one do you want to read first?
I have the Book of Six Scrolls open.
Book of Six Souls.
Oh, the Blood of Six Souls. Sorry.
Blood of Six Souls. Okay, so be prepared to write this down, because your ability to read this will fade.
Can you message it?
I will in a moment, but
Okay.
I am 1 for elven kind, inheritors of power. I am 2 for dragonkind, inheritors of wisdom. I am 3 for humankind, inheritors of justice. I am 4 declarant of the dead. I am 5 herald of the hated. I am 6 imperator of the imprisoned. The blood of 6 souls calls for the end. Bring about the black tide, the pain everlasting. Into the dark sea we all descend.
Yeah. And I would copy that into a player journal, but I do not actually have a player journal.
Oh, you don't?
Nope.
Make you one real quick, and then I'll just put it in there for you.
Okay.
So,
And then you might as well put the other two in there as well, then. If you want to copy and paste all at once.
let's see. You are Praxia. I'm gonna not make it in any particular thing there. Oh, I gotta clean it first. Hold on. I'm gonna read the other 2 out loud.
Okay.
Because it is a temporary thing you can read only for now.
Okay.
But then I will give you the means to copy them.
Okay.
So, the next one is number 1. Written upon the stone as if carved with claws, lo and behold, that which belongs forever to the Darkbringer shall remain at rest beyond the eternal fall until the promised era. The great crusade of his masks shall surge forth anew as brother slaughters brother in the land where the first pact rests. The 6 chosen shall overcome their challenges and give their flesh, blood, and souls to the Darkbringer. The 6th, with the sacrifices of his comrades, shall cross the never-seen bridge and unlock the doors. He shall descend into the darkness, into the holy waters of the black tide, and bathe them with the blood of sacrifices, raising anew the firstborn of the Darkbringer. All those supplicants that fail shall forever be disgraced, and be the bone flesh of sustenance for the bone chewer. this one. I'll put that in your journal. Okay, so you have a second page there. And then your third one says, carved into the stone as if by claws. Praise unto the Darkbringer. There is no greater sacrifice for the supplicant, no greater proof of faith, than to step foot within the lightless palace and prepare the way for the end of all light. The dark sea is here, his black tide to wipe the world of all that is unholy rests yonder. Beware the false among you, those that stride in this most holy in his most holy places without a drop of faith. Spill their blood now so that they may not look upon the wonders within. There is nothing for them here, only the faithful may proceed.
Damn.
Does any of that, or would I need like a
This is religious
appropriate
stuff.
check?
This is religion stuff.
Okay.
So what are you trying to
when-
find out specifically here?
Does any of this stuff make any sense to me?
Yeah, make a religion check. I think 3 of you can see. I think Ben can see, Praxia can see, Mordecai can see. Let me
I can. I don't think I can.
Let me fix you. You're broken.
Ah.
There
Oh,
you
that's
go.
right. I do have the thing, don't I?
Yeah.
Haha.
So
Oh, I thought we
Yeah.
lost anything magical.
No, his is from a blessing.
Mhm.
Oh.
His is
Blessing.
coming from Catraxia. So
Hashtag blessed.
yeah, hashtag blessed.
Yep. Or cursed or whatever.
Okay, so you know that the Darkbringer is Nehemoth, who is the primary antagonist of this war, through Tal, through King Coolskull Tal. And from the vague descriptors going on these religious texts scribed upon the walls, you're getting the idea that there's some kind of prerequisite to getting in here. Blood has to be spilled. There has to be like brother against brother related violence out in the world, and there has to be a demonic invasion in progress.
Well, I mean, that's going on as far as we know, right?
Yeah. And
So, I mean,
there's clearly some kind of chosen person who's supposed to be here for this.
some chosen person who's beat up 5 other chosen people or something, right?
You from what 21's pretty good. So it says the 6 chosen shall overcome their challenges and give their flesh, blood, and souls to the Darkbringer. The 6th, with the sacrifices of his comrades, shall cross the never-seen bridge and unlock the doors. So you need 6 to complete the challenges, but only one of the 6 will be able to cross the never-seen bridge and unlock the doors.
And lo and behold, except for the NPCs, there are exactly 6 of us.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Imagine that.
And plus Crow is 6.
Yeah, I was about to say Crow's the +6, isn't he?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 9 total here. So then, so that's what those say. The friendly red things in front of us. What do they look like that they might be?
These are magical barriers of some kind. You may make an Arcana check, and anyone who can spellcast can make an Arcana check here. For
I'll
this.
make them as well.
Do I count as a spellcaster?
Can you cast spells?
I can do the secondary sneak attack damage, but I don't know if that's a spell.
It's not really a spell. This is more testing your knowledge of how magic works.
Does my runes count as a spell?
No, they do not.
I
That's sort of
figured
the
not.
same. That's sort of the same section there. Good try.
My headcanon is that Mordecai can cast spells, but he has no idea how the fuck any of it works.
Yeah.
So Ben would anyway turn to our good friend Cyphershai, who clearly can cast spells as well, and go, okay, does any of this make any sense to you? You're from a slightly different place and culture than the rest of us.
She kind of shrugs and says, "I was never very religious."
Oh.
I point at the barriers in front of us, though. It's like, well, those magical things over there.
I don't know how they're put together, but they're very strong. Let's see. Any of you beat a 15? You did, Brexia.
I got 21.
Yeah. So a force prevents further passage. Let's see here. While those of you adept at magic can sense that there is some at work here, there's a profound lack of understanding in how to disrupt it. There's one thing for sure: the magic laid here is more powerful than anything you've ever felt, and to disturb it in a fashion against its design would be to welcome disaster. As strong as the magic is in this place, impeding your progress, you feel in your very bones that a killing curse will backlash against anyone who dares disrupt against its design, as evidenced by the dust in the corners, dust that betrays the smallest speck of suffering.
Oh.
So try.
And is this stronger than what we sensed with Morris and the Elvish lady?
It's different. So this is a curse-bound barrier, right? Where if you do something that is not in its design, it will kill you.
Dust
Okay.
to dust.
Huh.
So you understand that as soon as you focus on it. There are layers of powerful protection here, and you know if you try to cast a spell magic on this, it will kill you immediately.
I turn to Captain and say, well, I know I could use. I don't know if anybody else, but I know we have some wounded. Could recover some resources. Unless something's supposed to, there isn't anything coming through that barrier there. Would this be a good place, would you think, for us to take a rest, regain our resources, and then try our brains at this on what would pass for tomorrow?
She shrugs and says, "Well, with most of us being unable to see, that might be the best call. Really think it out before we move any further. What you all have been saying is any level of true. We need to find a way through this place and out the other side of the mountain before this place kills us all. And there's really no going back at this point. If the enemy is still pursuing us, we're dead. So we have to go through. I think we can take a little bit of time to rest, but I don't want to spend more than a little bit of time. So I'll keep an eye on stairs for a while, and then I'll have someone switch with me so I can get a little rest. Then the rest of you, I think, you've all suffered quite a lot. I think you all should get comfortable here for now and take a rest.
And I will, and I'm assuming I would have had a way to transcribe this stuff since I have cartographer's tools, if nothing else. So I will, anybody else that can see, I can give a copy of what the text says so they can be thinking about it themselves.
Sure. Yeah. She is kind of like feeling around in the dark. She pats you in the face there, Edelweiss. Just, is this? Who is this?
It's me, Captain.
Okay. I'm just gonna scooch past you there. Okay. Okay, this feels like Greg. Really, you could just sound off so I can figure out where you are. Is this the stair? This is the stair.
There should be right there.
So she kind of like very careful. Those of you that can actually see, she's like very carefully, very purposely moving forward with her halberd being or her more. It's more of like a vulge or like a glaive. She's moving the shaft of it against the floor, trying to figure out where she is. So she kind of like takes a break right there. Unless there's a last minute thing that can be done inside of 5 minutes, we will end the session here.
I'm making sure to well, Kraboxia is between me and the stairs. The thing in the middle of the room is between me and the magical barrier, and so that will be my place for long resting.
We will begin here. Anyone else? Anyone else?
I'm long resting. Besides, where I don't know where actually she is.
Who's she?
Graxia. I'm
Right.
I
I mean, I'll,
come. I can see you, so it's like I walk over here and lead you over by the thing.
Oh.
Mordecai's also gonna long rest as well in the corner.
So
Connor?
that means. So should we roll our long rest then while we're here?
We will do that next session.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Anyone else? Greg? Nothing. Nothing. Greg? No. Yes. Maybe.
No, I think Greg is just going to like rest right there by the stairs, so she knows where they are.
Okay. Then we will end the session here. I hope everybody had a good time and good night.
Yes, good night.
Yeah.